development and capability building, focusing on risk skills, up skills, and cross skills. I think we have been joined by over 30 HR leaders, and there'll be few more who will be joining us in some time. And all of you coming from different industries, different sectors, each bringing different perspectives and a varied experience to the table. Uh, your presence today not only shows the importance of this topic, but a shared commitment to preparing our workforce and indeed our leadership for a future which is evolving faster than before. And with the way the technology is changing, with the way the new business models are shifting, and with the new ways of working, learning and development, I believe, is not just for competitive advantage, is a necessity. Today we'll be focusing on three critical aspects, which is upskilling, reskilling, and cross-skilling. Whether it is about building upon your new skills, whether it is about equipping yourself for a transition to new roles and domains, or whether it is about cross-functional collaborations, I'm sure your knowledge, your insights, your experience will be of immense help to all of us today. I encourage all of you to share your best practices, your strategies which can be adopted by other organizations in building the future pipeline, leadership pipeline. All the learnings from today's discussion will be presented in a paper which will be published in Symbiosis journal, a copy of which will be shared with all of you. I once again welcome all of you to this discussion. And talking about our, so we come from a department called Corporate Learning Solutions. We are the one of the verticals of Symbiosis, representing each and every constituent of Symbiosis, be it our university campus, be it our Center for Distance Learning, be it our Skill Development Institute. So we have been working from the last over 2 decades very closely with the corporate houses across India and abroad for taking care of their L&D needs. So there's a lot of work that we are doing in this continuing education space, leadership development space, training space, and that is our main forte. So again, welcome all of you, and we look forward to a very interactive discussion with all of you. Now, may I hand over the mic to my partner, Mr. Ashish.
Ashish calling Ashish. How are you? Namaskaram. Oh, namaskaram. Hey. Yeah, I'm in the city of Bahubali. Okay, so please come here. Please join us. Today everyone is a speaker. Okay. Whether your photo was there in the flyer or not, don't worry. Some people were saying my photo is not there, because I got a tremendous response from Hyderabad, Ashish, and almost 100 people shown the interest. So I was very difficult to choose, whom to put in flyer. And flyer has a limitation. You can put only 30, 40, 50. So many of them are angry with me and saying my photo is not there. Yeah. So I'm sorry, we can't do it much. And okay, so with Ashish, with Symbiosis Center for Distance Learning, we call it SDLC. SCDL. Okay, and we are doing road show, Pen India road show. So this is our third city. Yeah. So we started from Dubai, Bangalore, and now we are here. Then we are going to Mumbai. Delhi is on 20th, Mumbai is on 19th, and then Kolkata yet to decide, but most probably first week of August. Then the Pune will be finale. Okay, so all of you are welcome on this date, wherever if you are there in the city. Yeah, but how many of you alumni of Symbiosis? Oh, you are from this university or?
There's only one campus, 82, 83.
82, 80. Oh. So you didn't study later on? Okay, but you can still be alumni after 2 years in case you take the admission in some of the courses. There are a lot of good courses, online and offline both, right? Yeah. And this is the Silver Jubilee. I think, Symbiosis is always, pioneer and very creative and leading in, education front. I'm proud alumni of Symbiosis. I studied in Symbiosis 4 years, 93 to 97. And I studied up to LLB also. So when you say study up to LLB, which means you just taken the admission, but you didn't clear the exams. So some people they write, study up to PhD and all. So you need to be very clear to understand what does it mean. Yeah. So I passed out 93 to 97 MBA. I did it, no, not MBA, but Master of Labor Laws. And then 2 years, second year I left LLB. Good. Okay, so how many interested in reskill, upskill, cross skill? Today everyone is a speaker, but we don't have so many mic also. Can we get a mic? All 3 mic? How many mics we have?
I think you can use this.
I can use this, yeah. Yes. This too. You'll pass. Okay, so, since this program is arranged by, we can call it virtual university, the virtual courses, the virtual education, we do it. And in the organization, we have the responsibility to make people educated. Why? Because, one data says more than 40% people need to be reskilled, cross-skill and upskills. And this is the biggest worry of CEO also. And ultimately blame goes to CHRO. Huh? And then what happened in the entire cycle, you get a lot of attrition. Yeah, people keep leaving the company because they can't be productive on the emerging technology and all. Yeah. So that's why there are a lot of university and a lot of online courses which has come, especially during COVID, you must have seen a lot of jump happening. Yeah. So wanted to know from your point of view, what is the, the value of the education in terms of online, the virtual or the hybrid? Does it really help or it's just a myth? Because whatever you do, there is no increase in the productivity. I haven't seen, people doing the courses and then suddenly, he became more productive. Okay, today everyone is a speaker. Yeah, so don't worry. Who like to start? Give me the mic. ये लोग ऐसे नहीं मानने वाला है. हाँ? Okay. You take this. I will take this. हाँ.
Am I audible? Okay, fantastic. So I guess online courses is actually a differentiator and at the same time a strategic advantage for people who are working in companies. So we are an Oracle partner, and by virtue of being an Oracle partner, we have lot of courses that come to us by virtue of creating a center of excellence for our company. So I have seen that, most of people are mandatorily, being asked to complete certain courses related to AI, ML, generative AI, and also on agentic AI. So with the fast-paced times, I think online courses is the only strategic advantage that people have, so that they can complete their trainings at their own self-paced rate. So when you say that people will come on weekends and do the courses, not necessarily. So people are doing on a regular basis. People take 1 hour, 2 hours, and slowly complete their courses. And I guess once they have completed the courses, people have been awarded with certifications, and probably they can use those certifications.
Okay, so you can hear me? Yes. Recently, who has done the HR course? 3 months, 6 months, virtual, hybrid. Anybody has done the HR course? Yeah? So this is the problem. None of us have done the course recently, and we are looking for lot of, option, and management is having a lot of expectation from HR that HR will do a lot of magic. But HR itself is not taking initiative. How many new things coming into HR? Right? So why we are not educating ourselves?
I will answer to that question, Ashish. Suresh here.
Okay.
I think we have unlimited skills and unlimited talent pool, but who pays the bill? Everybody wanted to learn, but who pays the bill?
Okay.
So that's the main criteria everybody is looking out.
Okay, you mean to say, okay, you can start. You mean to say who need to sponsor the education?
Yes, yes.
Okay, can I tell you, I keep saying in the conference, the software community, they are very creative. They take the initiative. They go and take the admission for XYZ. Yeah? And come to HR, come to learning and development and say, I have done the course. Please sponsor the education. Reimburse. I mean, we are thinking, okay, who will do it? They actually did it and they come to HR. And then HR, most of the HR, then they need to create a policy. Right? Okay, boss, we don't have any policy. When somebody is coming to you, you don't have any policy. What do you do then? So one data in this room, only 1 or 2 people have done the HR course recently, online, offline, hybrid wala. Who has done generative AI? Tell me top 3 point of generative AI.
You want to know about the modeling, you want to know about the tools, what is...
Anything which can help our fraternity here.
So, Gen AI can be, I'll give 3 use cases which one in candidate screening, one in creating better job descriptions in the recruitment space, then in learning and development, Gen AI acting as a coach for employees to learn. These are 3 use cases that we have.
So whoever has done the course, thanks for that. Whoever has done the course, is it really helping today?
Yes.
How?
So Gen AI,
How it is helping?
nothing but basically.
I'm doing a JD. It used to take 1 week to 10 days. Now, because of I am actually using, I know my existing data. I know, for example, I wanted sales manager, in between a sales executive to general manager. If I am giving 3 prompts, my JD is getting done. And with the proficiency levels, the job description and everything I am going to get. And which used to take previously, I need to spend a lot of time with the business guy and a lot of time with the TA guys, which now I am able to do it within hours. Now, rather than days and within hours, I am able to do that. Same KRA KPIs, same L&D TNIs kind of thing. So you need to know a deep prompt engineering by understanding your organization data. You have to do that. Apart from this, you need to build a semantic data modeling to create HR analytics, which is now next. Maybe I'm learning with one of the data scientists, which will take you to bring a lot of HR analytics in your place. Okay. So this is possible.
Okay, one thing I didn't do that, which I want to do. Can we have an introduction in this room?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yes? We didn't do that, right? Okay, we'll get to know. I mean, most of you know each other, but he also needs to know, who are there in the room.
Yeah.
Right, Ashi? He's gone when we talk about introduction. Is alumni? Okay. Huh? Media guy. Okay, media guy doesn't want to do the introduction. Okay, so introduction, what need to be done? We'll have name, designation, company. Keep it very simple. Name, designation, company. And the one question you need to answer, which is the movie you have seen recently? Yeah? Okay, which movie have you seen recently? We'll start from this table. Media?
Yes.
Media also see the movie, no? Okay.
Start.
No, you can start, no? That's okay.
Yeah. Good evening, all. I am Ramchandra Maddala. I am working as a CHRO, global CHRO and ED product and strategy for Kern Automations. We are a dairy management software company. And recent movie last I have seen is Kubera, where that Dhanush was hero and Nagarjuna was the villain, and somebody is from the Bollywood is this one. It was very good movie. I liked it.
Okay, so please mention where have you seen, because I just wanted to know whether have you seen on Netflix, Prime Video, or you gone to
90% I watch movies only in theaters.
theater?
I
Okay,
don't
please
believe
add
in. I
whether
don't
theat-
believe in
Okay.
normally unless
Thanks.
otherwise.
Yeah, thanks, Ram. So add whether theater or OTT. Yeah, nothing else.
Hi all, very good evening. I'm Shruti Sushlendra. I worked as a talent acquisition manager with Optum United Health Group. Currently on a lookout for my next challenging role. Not a recent movie, but then I've been watching Squid, and at the same time, criminal justice with a lot of different episodes in the seasons. Thank you.
Hi, good evening all. I'm Hari Pavan. I'm working with Welspun GCC as a HRBP. Before that, I was working with the Flipkart and Jio. So recently I watched Kannappa from movie theater.
Good evening, everyone. Myself, Jeevan Sarpalli. I'm currently working with Adroit Information Solutions, which is an Australian-based company. I'm taking care of the entire HR. Coming to movies, I didn't watch anything recently. Last.
Yeah, how would you reskill of a skill? Because, okay, please understand, reskill of a skill not limited to only corporate, huh?
That's right.
You know, it is also like what's happening other way around, how people are, how even media want to tell you, the film industry want to tell you that this what is happening. Yes.
That's how I moved on to criminal justice from an HRTA background.
Oh, so you mean who has killed whom, huh? Yes.
Thank you for the opportunity. Welcome everyone, and happy to see you all here and bringing this platform. My name is Amrita. I'm working for a fintech organization, heading the APAC region as an HR leader. I don't watch movies. I'm so sorry. It might sound awkward. I'm the only one in the room maybe. I'm writing my second book on Vedic science, connecting it to the workplace culture. So I think that book is going to be launched by August is the plan that I have. Yeah, I think I'll give chance to others and then we get back to the topic. Thank you, everyone.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Haripriya Padwala, and I'm working as a senior HR for Manthana Group. That was a recent switch. I moved from Autocracy Machinery to Manthana. Okay, and even I watch very little movies, not like every new movie which comes into the theaters. So my latest movie is Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, and I'm a fan of.
Pen up me.
No. So that's what I am. Thank you.
But you should tell me all the secret here, huh? Okay,
that was to be disclosed at the IFIL.
We'll talk in IFIL, yeah.
Said the camera is there.
Yeah.
After they play.
Thank you. Hi, good evening, everyone. I am Pramod Kumar Bevarta, the Vice President of CTL Infosystems Private Limited. And Ashish asked a very good question that about the movie, right? All employees sees the movie, we listen their records, and we just skip it out. That is my answer, because we generally doesn't have a time for those things. And many of the HRs, I think 80%, they don't find the time to go to OTT because they are busy with their WhatsApp OTT. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, Ashish, you are creating a great fan in the Hyderabad here. We are losing our market.
Hi, my name is Naveen. I work as with Adroit and as a talent acquisition head. And regarding movies, I didn't remember which movie I watched last.
Very bad. This is very bad.
So hi everybody, this is Mahesh Tiwari here. I work for an HR tech company and we have product alliances with Oracle, Workday, UKG and SAP. And I head the complete implementation and AMS and support for the organization. And the movie, I haven't watched a movie for last 6 months to be very honest. So I haven't seen a single movie for last 6 months now. I was planning to, go to a movie this week. So it depends on my wife, the better half. So let's see which movie tomorrow.
You can watch Pushpa 2 actually.
Pushpa.
I think I'm not done. So my name is Karuna Bempala. And good morning, Ashish.
Good morning.
I think welcome to Hyderabad back. I think for him, good morning. He's a global guy, so that's why I'm saying good morning to him. So, good morning, guys. My name is Karuna Vempala. I think, of course, mostly I think all of you know me. And I work with a company called Elmer right now. I was part of Signity for about 12 years. And it was sold out to Coforge for about 5,000 crores. Then I came out of the company, I joined other company. And I'm heading talent there. And let's catch up and talk more as we progress.
When did you leave Coforge?
I left on 31st of March.
So there is a vacancy over there.
Yeah, but there is a vacancy, but I think it's difficult to manage such large customers.
So there are 2-3 vacancies.
Yes, yes, yeah. They can make 3 vacancies in front instead of me, right? Not I think 1 or 2. Yeah. Yeah. You can actually, I'll just give an edit to you. You can note down. Because actually, you know that, I'm a fearless guy. I talk hot out, right? I think that's going to be the truth. Yeah, I'll tell you more in the evening.
Hi everyone, good evening. My name is Ipshita Mukherjee. I work as Assistant Vice President in Genpact, specialized in retention and engagement. I am a very big OTT fan, so that's what I do over the weekends. So Criminal Justice is definitely one series I also watch. But if I have to talk about a movie, I think Kesari 2. That's the one I watched last. Thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm Roshni. I head the HR department for a company called NetEnrich, which is in the cybersecurity space. And coming to movie, of course I saw Kesari 2, it's fab, but I also happened to come across Sunny Deol's Judd. That's her, yeah, Judd. So that was interesting, hilarious, action, good. So yeah.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Giri. I work as a TA head in SID Global Solutions, and I carry almost 16 years of experience. And recently, I watched a Telugu movie called Single. So it was a good movie. Yeah, I think I like that movie also. I wish and everyone will learn from everyone, each other, and best of luck for the event. Thank you, and a happy weekend too. Yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Abhishek Nag, and I've joined recently as a group CHRO for a PE-backed firm called Fornax, which is into multiple acquisitions and plan to go for our IPO. I am not a very movie buff, but I have been re-watching a series which is very relevant from an AI perspective called Person of Interest. If anyone is interested in AI stuff, science fiction, then you can try it out. It's a long 5-season one, but very, very specific, relevant, and contextual with Gen AI.
Thank you.
Myself Kiran, I work as HR head for Mass Group, and I recently watched movie Single, the same.
Hello everyone, this is Anushri, and I work for the company called Pipra Solutions that is into AI and IoT. And recently I watched the movie that is Sitare Zamin Par. So the one takeaway from that movie is Sabka Apna Apna Normal Hai. Thank you.
I'm not related to Symbiosis in the sense I'm not a HR here, but I run a PR agency in Hyderabad. For anyone who wants to, improve their branding and everything, yeah, you can contact me. My name is Bhargavi, by the way. I've watched 8 Vasantalu, Enimidi Vasantalu as they call it in Telugu. I recommend you all to watch it. It's a strong feminist character. Yeah, thank you.
Good evening. My name is Yogesh. I work for Viatris Pharmaceutical. I'm a project management head. I'm not a HR guy. I'm an alumni, and recently I watched Kesari Chapter 2. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Manoraj. I'm working with TCS as a HR specialist. I'm into the audits and assessments team. So my recent movie was Kesari 2.
Hello, good evening, and good morning to Ashish. So my name is Hiren, and you'll find me on LinkedIn as Hiren. Okay. I work with BA Continuum Solutions. I manage the most difficult part of HR, which is employee relations, right from policies to disciplinaries to sanctions and whatnot. compliances. Coming to movies, if you are interested in seeing how small entrepreneurs need to work, go and watch Tumse Na Ho Payega. It's on OTT. Very nice, and if you want to see investigative stuff, criminal justice is just a small baby. Watch something called as Ab Tak Chhappan. Okay. Apart from Sholay, I think I have watched Ab Tak Chhappan times at least. Thank you.
Hello everyone, good evening. My name is Zishan. I'm a senior HRBP at Zemoso Technologies. Regarding movies, so I actually run away from movies and music, so nothing there.
Good evening everyone. My name is Prashant Patnaik. I am working in HSBC as a senior software engineer in service management team. I am a part of the Symbiosis Alumni. In 2011, I have done the post-graduation in HR. And last year during the boot camp, I have enrolled in project management for post-graduation. So I have good interest in learning. During COVID, I have done clinical psychology post-graduation from Jain University. So I have varied interest. Recent movie, I would say I have watched Kubera on my wife's birthday in theater Prism Mall. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. Happy evening to all. I am Dr. Rashid. I work for a company called Organo Ecohabits as a CHRO. My last movie I watched Lucky Bhaskar 4 months back. Last 4 months was very busy schedules for me to watch movie because I love to watch movies. I write reviews also. You can see my review, Lucky Bhaskar's review, a lot of life lessons. What I learned from that movie, I posted in Facebook also. So that was my last movie. Thank you so much for meeting you all guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, good evening to all. First of all, thanks to Mr. Ashish and Symbiosis for organizing this and inviting me. Normally I stopped attending meetings like this, but out of love and affection towards Symbiosis, because I'm also an alumni of Symbiosis way back, 42 years back, 82, 84 batch. So with that love and affection only I came, and with a love and affection towards Mr. Ashish, both the reasons I came here. So I retired as general manager HR of one Indo-Japanese company. Now I'm continuing as HR advisor. Apart from this, I advise few manufacturing companies which are into transformer domain. Watching movies, I'm a passive watcher. In the sense, I'm forced to watch. My wife is fond of watching movies. Along with her, I'll sit and sometimes watch. In the morning also, I was watching a movie called 11. Thank you very much.
Good evening. My name is Ishwar. I'm heading the HR for Chainsense Technologies. My recent movie was Mission Impossible. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Suresh. I work with this company called Newfold Digital, and Newfold Digital, and I'm currently associated with 2 other companies and one event management company too. And I think the last movie which I watched is Hrithik Roshan's War. And takeaway from movies is like, have a mindset at any point of time. You have to build yourself brick by brick. So that's a key takeaway. And I have also delivered an event recently from Iconic Club as a volunteer. And good luck for the event. And many congratulations, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Myself, Bharat Kumar. I am part of Novartis for the past 10 years, and I am handling total rewards for America's region. So recent movie is, it is not a recent movie, but Jailer.
Hello everyone, good evening. I am Akhilesh. I work as a HR manager for a company called Planet Green. My last movie is Kubera.
So we have one of our senior members joined here, Mr. Devi.
A quick introduction. Namaste all, very good evening. Please give me a huge round of applause. Not that I came late, it's just that I wish it beforehand so that afterwards there is no guarantee.
ये तो अर्जित खंडूजा का डायलॉग है. हाँ? ये अर्जित खंडूजा का डायलॉग है.
हैदराबाद में हो तो देवी प्रसाद का डायलॉग है. Nathan? Oh, lovely boss. He's a legend, and I'm so glad you are taking his name. But yeah, he's all our mentor. ठीक है, और 2 लाइन बोल देता हूँ ताकि वो और आप किसी को ढूंढ नहीं पाओगे फिर.
You are Odia, na?
ओडिया.
Okay, I will tell you what to say in Odia. then.
अब बोलिए. नहीं रहने दो. अभी तुम लग रहा है रैगिंग कर इंजीनियरिंग टाइम में जो हम करते थे, लग रहा है तुम वैसे करने लगे हो.
You say in Odia, लोग कहते हैं मैं शराबी हूँ.
लोग कहते हैं कि मैं बहुत अच्छा हूँ. हम वो नशा नहीं करते हैं जो वक्त के साथ उतर जाता है. ओके, व्हाट आई हैड टू ठीक है, 4 लाइन बोल देता हूँ बिकॉज वो माहौल बना दिया. तो हर पर्वत पर मणि मानिक नहीं होते, हर हाथी के माथे पर मुक्ता मणि नहीं होते, हर जंगल में चंदन के पेड़ नहीं होते, और हर देश में अच्छे प्रोफेशनल्स नहीं होते. सो बिग राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज टू ऑल ऑफ यू. So my name is Devi Prasad, not the one from Hera Fairy movie. This is the one who works with Apollo Health and Lifestyle. I head the HR function. I am the CHRO. And AHL is a retail healthcare organization taking care of 8 business units. What's the other thing I have to share apart from this?
Which movie you saw?
Latest movie, the one that I watched was Fighter by Hrithik Roshan.
Fighter.
Yeah.
Okay.
वही देखे थे अभी, वही recent. All right, thank you.
Okay,
God bless you all.
Thank you. We'll go to that table.
May I have a mic?
Okay, you have the mic.
So hi all, my name is Rajiv Atluri. I am working with a Dubai-based firm called Giraffe. I work as a center head. When it comes to the recent movie, I'm watching a series called The Rookie. It's available on Netflix. And takeaway, the learnings from it, it typically highlights the life of a policeman in the department. So it is mostly talking about LAPD, Los Angeles Police Department, how they go through or how they investigate and all. Thank you all. Pleasant meeting you all.
Thank you.
Hi all, my name is Gopishan. I work for Botanic Healthcare as a senior HR manager. So I think many of us know me as a AHA Chandu. So prior to that, I worked for Arha Media as a HR manager. So I'm a very much movie buff. So recently I watched Kannappa. So the takeaway of that from that movie is that so I understood why Vishnu Manchu casted so many heroes in that same movie. So a part of HR, I act also. So I'm an actor too. So that's all. So recent movies was with Arjuna Geetopadesham. It was in post-production. So most probably we can see in the hope to see in the theaters.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Yashwant. I head the HR function at SITS Farm. So we are a growth stage dairy startup. Recent movie that I watched was F1 day before yesterday. So bunch of takeaways on how effectively teams can work and things like that. So yeah, that's all.
Good evening, everyone. This is Emmanuel Gosula. I work for an IT company called EPAM Systems. I've been here for almost now 19 years. I'm stuck here.
Oh. So he's giving indication,
Okay.
huh?
And sorry?
He's giving indication one position is getting vacant, huh?
Yeah, we are hiring people partners with probably someone with 4 to 8 years experience. For seniors, you can recommend people who are star performers from your team to join with the most happening company in India. Okay. My name is Emmanuel. I work for a company called EPAM Systems. Okay. Yes, he's our TA head. Yeah. Okay, great. So, one movie I'm unable to recollect. I'm not a big fan of watching movies, but I remember watching Netflix series Vikings, and I loved it. Probably I think 1 year back is what it's about, the culture and the conflicts, political power, struggle for power, right, and all the cultural conflicts which keeps coming in for a period of 100 years. It really, it made me to tune for it for I think 2-3 days. On a holiday, I was, glued to it. And I wanted to tell about Symbiosis. I've been closely connected with Hyderabad Symbiosis for the MBA students hiring, workshop, interviews, and now recently started with the engineering college at Symbiosis Hyderabad campus. And I do take part in selecting the students for Noida for bachelor's program and the Hyderabad MBA program. So when Ashish told me about the Symbiosis Distance Learning Center, maybe this is something which I did not visit. I thought, let me learn what you guys are doing, and then I'm here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello everyone, good evening. So I'm Satya, I work with Sits Farm. So my recent movie was with our team itself, it is F1. So I would suggest everyone to go and watch the movie because it talks more of team efforts. So there is a very famous line in the movie that tells, you have your whole life to think about what others think of you, but you have just now to work on yourself, right? So that's the line that stays with you, of course, for your life. So yeah, thank you. And yeah, I take care of TA in Sits Farm. Sits Farm. It's a dairy company, so you should try our products. Yeah, you are there, you are there.
Hello, good evening everybody. Myself Pavani Kokiligadda. Myself Pavani Kokilgadda. So I am an alumni of Symbiosis. 2008 is what I have done my MBA HR from here. And currently I am actually heading an Indian operations of a software company which is located in Canada. So I take care of their Indian operations. They are into cloud technologies. They perform projects on cloud technologies. The current recent one was with Air Canada. So I'm taking care of their operations in India. But of late, 6 months now, I am sabbatical. Reasons, taking care of my mother. So also thinking of coming into something mainstream again because I am a working professional for 30 years. So can't sit at home. So any opportunities, please do let me know. I'm open for it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Bhanu Pratap. I believe I am the late one. No. Great. So I basically head the HR gamut of a group of manufacturing companies that is basically into steel bars by the name of MS Agarwals. Then another group company by the name of Sitaram Spinners. We are the second largest one when it comes to core spandex. 10 out of 7 denims are manufactured through our threads. Then we have a small unit by the name of Rama Spinners. Then we have Ganpati pipes and Vayu pipes. So I'm taking care of the entire group for them. Thank you. Last movie I watched, I believe, it was some Ravi Teja's movie, I believe, I don't remember. Recently moved from Delhi, so I'm not good at remembering. The only thing I remember is Bagunara.
Bagunam. Thank you.
Bagunara.
Good evening all. I'm Shrikant Jadhav, head the talent development for EPAM systems. I'm aluminum of Symbiosis. I've done my MBA. I don't even remember. I'm sorry for that. It's been almost like a decade. And coming to movies, I think in the last week I watched Tare Zameen Par along with my kids because my younger one likes it. And that's an interesting movie again. If I hope everyone watched it. It talks about the learning system, how you can educate your people, or probably looking at the ecosystem that we have around us. I think that is something which I watched. It really touches every time because it's learning and development is my my passion. Again, it's very close to my heart. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyone left in this? Okay, yes. You're from Symbiosis? You're from HR? Okay, welcome to you. Yes.
Hi everyone, I'm Krishna Prasad. I'm ex-HR in HCL Technologies. I worked as a South HR operational head. Now I'm running my own organization. It's 8 years old. We are into major website developments and digital marketing, promotions, the company products and everything. And we are also coming soonly launching our own product next year this time.
Thank you. Okay, yes.
I'm a alumni as well. So let me introduce. So myself, Ram Praveen. So I've been through my engineering and I've been through Symbiosis, IIM, Trichy, and then ISB. One thing that I feel Symbiosis stands out for is for their examinations. I still had that nightmare giving the examinations of Symbiosis. I mean, that's something that stands out of my all education. And I'm the event planner today, and then event executor today. So thanks both of you, Ashish, to provide me this opportunity.
Do we have cocktail?
Sir, obviously. But we had a nice cake celebration at the end, sir. Please don't miss it. So all thanks and welcome everybody to Hyderabad.
Yes.
Myself, my name is Prithviraju. I'm not belongs to Symbiosis alumni. I'm from Andhra University. Have studied Masters in Business Administration into Finance Management. So currently, earlier career stage, I worked as a marketing manager and human resource operations. I have taken care, but now I'm into technology management. I'm here for earlier. We worked in the management. I got the invite from the Symbiosis, and I'm here for the roundtable.
Which company you said?
I'm working for People Tech Group.
Is what marketing?
It is both into technology and film industry.
Okay.
Telugu film industry.
Now tell me, this is HR. Okay. What HR does in the company?
Human resource people will handle entire. It is one of the main pillar of the company, and there are 5 pillars of the company, and the CEO is the main leadership, and human resource is the one more pillar, and finance management is one more pillar of the organization, and marketing management is one more pillar, and technology also will take care of one more pillar of the organization.
Then who's left? Who's left? You are covering everyone here.
No, I'm covering everyone. So each and everyone collaboratively, if they work only, the organization forms.
Which department do you head?
I'm into technology management.
No, which department do you head? You don't like?
I don't like is
HATE. तेलुगु में क्या बोलते हैं HATE?
HR department is very.
Okay.
Ishtam
Ah, you say in Telugu. बोलने का बुलनाज बोलने का हाँ
मार्केटिंग
HR नहीं बोला okay okay so thanks for a nice introduction. This round table actually was not planned, you know, but we created opportunity. We thought, you know, let's meet up in this way and that way, and unless I create a role, you people will not come to me or come to attend a event. Yeah, because you will say, I want to be a speaker, my photo should be there.
That gentleman didn't come out.
Whatever it is. But okay, so thanks to Ashish, because Ashish said our main program will start at 6:30, 7 o'clock. But let's meet up before that also. Okay, this table is very naughty. Yeah. ये दोनों बहुत बात करते रहते तीनों 1 2 3 इन लोग को आईपीएल नहीं आने का है हाँ okay yes so who's from L&D? Raise your hand. Who's from L&D, Learning and Development?
Indirectly, every HR belongs to L&D.
Mr. Goshala is L&D guy.
Okay, who think that I am very creative? You are very creative? No, no, not me, but who think you are creative?
What is your definition of creative? Karuna is creative. I'm also creative.
Yes, that's a good question. We're all creative in our own, I think, department.
What's your definition about creativity? No, he can manufacture any shop.
Now HR doesn't want to take the responsibility. When I'm saying who's creative in this room, raise your hand.
No, I think Ashish, I'll tell you.
Everyone?
No, Ashish. Let me tell you.
No, that's what I will come to.
Mr. Ashish, let me tell you. If the entire gang, there's only one guy who's creative, that is Mr. Kakre.
No, sir, I'm not.
Super creative.
Okay, so one. Okay, no. Confidently say कि you are creative. One, who has 2, 3, 4. Hey, just hold on, one at a time. Shh. Okay, so. Okay, come here. You also come. You are also creative? Sure, no? Think twice before coming here, huh? Because I'm giving you a very challenging task. Okay, so they claim diversity. So they claim they are very creative. Now I want to give a creative, ना? अरे यार ऐसे खड़े नहीं हो सकते यार. हाँ, उनको पीछे से ही रिकॉर्ड करने दो. Let him record from back side, huh? Okay, so all of you have a responsibility how to run this round table. The topic is leadership development and capability building, reskill, cross-skill and upskill. You want to engage everyone to get some idea. How to run this round table now? So within 10 seconds you need to start now. What?
We'll start. Take a chocolate. Ideally, what is the concept? You tell me what is the concept. Concept is leadership and upskilling and skilling.
Okay, so what do you want from this table? What do you want from this table?
I think from this table.
I can ask a very controversial question to that, right?
Yes.
When we talk about upskilling, whose key accountability is upskilling? Right? Yeah, so, but you can give only one answer, not like all. That's of course convenient. You have to pick one, right? But everybody doesn't think like that at our workplaces, right?
So you are saying who should be responsible for reskill of a skill?
Put your,
So one guy that's supposed to be, I think, getting skill is going to be he or she. I think nobody else on earth, nobody is going to upskill you. I think you are going to be given tools to upskill. That's how Lena Nair became a channel CEO with 2,000 crores. And I think we are sitting here and we are talking about, I think, HR. And generally, the skilling has to be done internally, innate ability. You have to reskill yourself. Otherwise, you'll be in the back doors or you'll be in the black hole.
but they're supposed to put the roadmap, right?
Roadmap has to be, I think,
As an answer for the pitfalls of it.
so it's going to be, I think, one point is going to be innate. Innate, I think, skilling has to be done.
I agree philosophically.
Yes.
Okay. So what we do? This good question. We'll go to all four in this table. Take the opinion. Then you be ready with the next question. We'll give it to them.
Yeah.
Okay. Likewise. Yeah. Okay. But question is to be very challenging. Huh? Okay, Giri. Who should be responsible?
HR.
HR should be responsible for what?
For upskilling.
Why?
I would say, like, whenever we are hiring, right, end of the day, it will benefit the organization overall. And we are responsible for everything as human resources, right? We call ourselves as human resources, right? We build our teams. So obviously, we should be responsible.
Okay, let's pass the mic. Yeah.
I think it's the individual responsibility to upskill themselves, like he rightly said.
But he's saying HR.
I don't think so. HR can provide the framework, the guidelines, but HR can't make a person learn. If you don't want to learn, you don't learn. So it is the individual's responsibility. As an HR fraternity, we are responsible for giving them the guidelines, framework, any help that is required.
Creating an ecosystem, right?
Yes, absolutely.
We'll go to him, yeah.
I echo Karuna words and Ishpita words. And what we have done recently, my CEO asked me to take care of training as there is no one to take care of the department. So we come up with this framework called learning is in a rewarding. As an IT services company, we have to maintain certain number of certifications where we are partnered with different technology product companies. So to achieve that target within 3 months, we implemented this formula, learning is in rewarding, where an employee will complete the certification, he will come to the HR for the reimbursement. In return, we also gave them 2,000 Amazon voucher also. It's not only that, okay, what we will pay only for certificate reimbursement, and he will get 2,000 Amazon voucher and plus 300 learning points. At the end of the year, if he achieves 1,000 learning points, and he will get 5,000 rupees in a gift voucher or an ICICI gift card. So that's where we have seen a tremendous participation from our employees. This actually helped it. So I think everyone will have a different opinions. At the end of the day, we all have to accept that it is the more dependency should come from an employee. Employee should be self-motivated. And they have to actively involve in completing learning and development.
Okay.
And at the same time, the leader, the team manager will also have an...
Just hold on. Okay. Okay. Can you tell me what this table was talking about?
Actually, we are talking about leadership development, upskilling, reskilling, and...
No. वो तो topic है यार. वो बात क्या कर रहे थे?
Who is responsible? For that
responsible. Okay, good. You are paying attention. Where are the leaders? Hello? Idhar aao na? Okay. So next question should go to this table.
Yeah. So my question is, every skill has a shelf life. And currently in the market, talent supply is very high. And over a period of time, what will be the exact talent which will be available in the market?
Can you say once again?
See, every skill has a shelf life. If you don't refresh it, it goes off. And currently the talent supply in India is very high. If we are going in this way, what will be the future of the skill availability in the market?
Okay, this table,
because every skill needs to be refreshed over a period of time. That's where Symbiosis has come here for upskilling and reskilling.
Now we'll go into this table.
See,
sir, you want to go in each table, huh?
See, skilling happens if as the topic itself, it shows leadership, reskill, upskill, whatever that. Here, no one is a leader by born. Everyone has to it is not only personal growth, it is also professionally we learn lot of things in a day-to-day life. Let me explain more in detail so that it will make you to understand very clear. When we were in school, we don't even know what is a computer. There are few leaders who do not even know what are electronic devices, how it will be useful in our day-to-day life. They used to have a basic education. If they get a basic education, that was more for them. See, they themselves have grown in a day, even after coming into work culture, whatever the work that we do, it doesn't stop us to learn there itself. It is completed, we have to be doing the same thing again and again. So the people whoever catches, whoever make a self-initiation, self-realization that we have to grow. It is growth, it doesn't make that it is a factor of one or two things. It is not, if the society, in most of the people in our today seek some ways a growth in factor of financial way, knowledge wise, and many things are there. In the similar way, as per everyone knows what are they lacking.
But what is the answer? What is the answer to this question?
Yes, that's what I'm.
But what is the answer in one line?
One line we cannot tell. Shelf life will never make only this period of time. See, if suppose now the trend is going to change for emerging technologies, AI, ML, whatever that is, data science that is upgrading. Who are a working professional, that it might be HR space or some other, we have to upgrade it. We have to learn that. So until or unless we do not reskill ourselves and upskill, we may not grow. We will be stagnated over there itself.
Okay, let's pass the mic there.
Yeah.
Yeah? You got the question, sir?
So every skill has a shelf life. And any skill, it can be Java or anything, programming, it has a shelf life. If you don't refresh it over a period of time, you lose the touch. And currently in the market, talent supply is very high because of various reasons. And if you go with this speed, we don't get the exact skill availability in the next 5 years because AI is taking over. So it will be AI bots, it will be AI agents, not humans. So what we have to do?
Are you getting the question?
I mean, I echo with your question because every skill, will have a certain shelf life. But then, if you look at a larger organization perspective, I think certain skill sets are bound to stay. Certain skill set are, they have a certain longer shelf life. Say, for example, even in a large company like TCS, we still use certain, skills like mainframes, which is, decades old, but is still being used. We have legacy technologies, we have upcoming technologies, we have skill sets like, the code, Java, .NET and all. So the talent supply is there. The main, reason to sustain the talent supply, as you told, is upskilling, cross-skilling, and reskilling the people who are already there in the market. So we need to have a collaborative approach of self-learning platforms and also certain internal coding platforms so that people are given a chance to, and also the internal mobility to within the particular teams who are already there in a particular skill set. If that mobility is not there, people will not have the chance to work. I may be learning a course on generative AI, but if I'm not given a chance to have a hands on it, how will I really experience it, right? The need for now is prompt engineers, right? So all those people, we are using ChatGPT. Someone told about job descriptions and all. So if we are using ChatGPT in our HR, it is an enabler for us. It will make our operational job easy, and it will help us focus on more strategic things. So I would feel that we, from the HR team and the leadership team, both buy-in should be there to understand the needs of the market and see how best effectively and efficiently we can give the answer.
Non-HR person. Let's hear from him. He's software engineer, right?
Yeah.
Sir, what do you think about HR? First of all, tell me. HR काम करता है?
So HR will obviously play a key role.
नहीं, HR, does HR work?
Of course.
What HR does?
They try to see the interest which a team or a employee has. So for in HSBC we have a learning and development team collaborative with HR.
Okay, can you tell me HR decides the salary?
It's in collaboration with the management.
HR decide promotion?
No.
Increment?
As per market rates.
HR decide reskill, cross skill?
It's our own interest.
HR decide in the who should be hired?
It depends on the market requirement which is being as per the market requirement for the current role, and HR also would.
So nowhere you are saying HR is responsible. Indirectly, right?
Because most of the because HR jobs are also automated nowadays.
Is HR responsible for attrition? Ajay, is HR responsible for Rangoli? Yes, huh? Yes. Okay.
Employee engagement activities.
Okay, who was the creative person? There were 4-5 people. You ask the question to him. What can be the question to software engineer community?
How do you see down the line the HR will evolve in terms of taking over the AI in the HR domain basically? And as a software engineer, how you see what are the basic changes that will happen in the futuristic workplace, current workplace and the futuristic workplace? What are the key changes you foresee?
So I would say artificial intelligence would definitely pick up in all domains, either it be HR or IT or healthcare, any domain it would definitely pick up. So upskilling is one's own individual responsibility, though HR also plays a key role. So futuristic wise, if there is no upskilling and what's that called? You need to learn cross-skilling. Then it will be difficult for an individual to survive, is what I would say.
Okay. Okay, who was the creative person? There were more creative person. Yes, yes.
Okay, hello everyone. So I think we have missed the context a bit of the question that is asked, right? So the question is, what kind of skills will survive in the future, right? So I think the question is to bring us all to the topic that we have to reskill, upskill, and what is the third one? Cross-skill. Yeah, right? So what is the importance of it, right? So, and what skills will survive in the future? Obviously, that will be as per the demands of the business, right? Right now, we all are in function. Most of us are in HR. Some will be in software development. The things we do now manually or with some tools, right? There would be an AI integration. Now, using AI, how we will deliver effectively? Our visions have to expand, right? Say we are now delivering with 80% effectiveness. It has to be delivered with more effectiveness, right? Whatever we can bring in. That is what will be looked at, and that is what will survive. We have to have broad vision. Again, it's a very generic. There's a lot can be added to it. So I'm expecting points from everyone.
Okay. Where are all the creative? Where are all the creative people? Huh? Are so why you are sitting? Come here. Who are there? Roshni. Oh, Roshni. Okay, so we are left with three tables actually. One. Huh.
We are the last.
No, you are not the last. Okay, Ashish. How much time we have? 10 minutes, huh? Okay, so we'll cover one table in 5 minutes. Why you are going close to them? Come here.
I'll ask to them only.
इधर खड़े रहना तो हिंदी में बोलूं कि तेलुगु में बोलूं? तेलुगु में बोल भाई. तेलुगु में बोलो कि यहाँ खड़े रहो.
अरे, I'll be here. I understood.
इकड़ो में बोला बड़ो. Question to this table.
Yes.
Related to leadership, development, capability, reskill, cross-skill.
See, before going to reskill, upskill or cross-skill,
Well, good
so
job,
what are
Nandar.
the most critical leadership skills required? So off of the leadership, we'll go to people management only, 50 to 60%. Rest go to project management and technical skills. What are those skills and how should we align it with business? That is my question.
No. Do you understand Don का मतलब? Don. D-O-N. Don is one. Rest all follow him. Right? So the leader make the people to follow. So suppose you are a Don, people will be following you. Now got your answer?
Okay, so I think it's okay. So all this table, add one leadership skills. One should have one. Yeah.
See, leader should bring lot of strategic perspective of the organization, and he should bring big picture. What are the chaos the organization thrives, and also he should bring the elements of inclusiveness, and he need to bring lot of objectivity in the teams. That's where he can make the organization to thrive towards the success.
Okay, we'll go to him.
Leadership has to take care of the change management. Let it be digital transformation kind of a thing. So they have to guide the entire team how the transformation should happen. So they have to give the entire process, tools, skills, so everything so that the transformation can happen. So that is about my perspective.
So according to me, a leader should be not a charismatic, either he should be a transformational. Yeah, one word.
Leaders, really, whatever my team has told in the table is correct. At the same time, I would add the values is, first of all, the leader should understand the team members very nicely and about the organization and its objective and the mission. According to that, the framework should be made. And wherever the required gaps are there, those gaps has to be fulfilled in a very logical way without hurting the organization and the employees.
To all these things, I want to add one thing is, which is the motivation is more important as a leader. How you motivate people. Leadership is not just something bossy thing that you need to work along with your team. So it's not being the other side of the responsibility, it is being both sides of the responsibility.
Thank you. Yes.
I would add it to the real-time problematic situations right now. So in US, there's a paradox. It says, you snooze, you lose. We snooze, we lose. And today, intersection between talent and AI is such, talent and technology is such vast that there's a lot of gap in the skills, right? So I feel leaders have to lead by example. It's very important. But at the same time, I have also seen that they are getting insecure with the AI boom in the market. And leaders do feel, or the CEOs and entrepreneurs feel, that they will become irrelevant very soon. With that, they are becoming reactive in their approaches, but they have to be predictive. Be predictive, be future ready, you lead by example. And it's in this reactive mode, rather doing reskilling, they're actually laying off.
Okay.
And that's not right. So there's a difference between reskilling and upskilling. How many skill inventory you have? And in your workforce, if your workforce is future ready, what is the percentage of reskilling required? What is the percentage of upskilling required? This matrix has to be drawn very, very clearly, and leader has to be, resistant enough for the future, be predictive and not reactive. I think that's very important.
Yes.
Thank you.
Leaders must be collaborative and empowering the teams. That's what my perception.
Okay. You want to answer your question?
Yeah, I think in continuation to what Amrita said, I would actually look at it in terms of strategic thinking, right? That goes a long way. And the second part of it is in terms of delegating the task. That is about empowering people. Are they delegating it quite effectively? I'm sure the rest of it was already covered by the team. Thanks.
So, every organization has a leadership vacuum. Do you think you are all a good leader? Raise your hand. Now tell me, do you think your team member believe that you are good leader? Yes. That you are thinking? You talk to yourself again, huh? You will get the question. Okay, so question to this three table, very, very relevant. There is a aptitude and attitude, and it play a very major role in reskill, cross skill. We have last 5-10 minutes only. So quickly you need to share some insight whether somebody should be more towards aptitude or attitude. You can reskill, upskill, cross skill yourself, whether you have good attitude or good aptitude. You know the aptitude? Okay, you know aptitude meaning? Definition of aptitude? Software engineer, what is the meaning of aptitude?
Aptitude is how you solve the problems.
Are we getting definition clearly? Okay, logical reasoning and all. Yeah? And the attitude is, boss, I can do it. I don't know how to do it. I will do it. Okay, so question is whether somebody should be good in aptitude or attitude. Okay, quickly, huh?
Yeah.
So pass the mic.
So it should be basically blend of both, because aptitude helps the thinking, critical thinking aspect. At the same time, attitude is very important because the person can...
Okay, so pick up only one.
Yeah.
Attitude or aptitude?
Aptitude.
Aptitude.
Yeah. Attitude.
Attitude.
Yes, because attitude is very important. Having the right attitude will help us,
Okay.
because talent is already there, but we need the right attitude to solve the problem. At the same time, having the right behavior and attitude is very important in the culture of, which plays a pivotal role in the culture of the organization.
Thank you.
So, in my perspective, a leader is become a good leader when he influences others. There is no need of title, there is no need of position to be a leader. For me, if you influence some others with a gesture of your small smile also makes you as a leader. A person, there is no need of a CEO position to be a leader. In my perspective, a security guard also a leader. With his behavior, if he influences others, with a smile, good smile, if he salutes you in the morning, hey sir, good morning, he influences you. He's become a leader. So what it matters is your attitude towards your position, the responsibility with your attitude, whatever you take, you can excel in your area of operation. That's what my take.
So second also attitude.
Yeah.
I will count as a vote. Yes, sir. Attitude or aptitude?
Yeah, I also feel attitude, because a person may have many skills. If attitude is not okay, it's of no use. So I feel attitude is very, very important.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
So in my perspectives, I strongly believe the attitude is a very important aspect, irrespective of the designation. It's not only for the leader; it's come to the everybody. So that reflects the person's, how he is and what he is and who he is actually, right? So and also that attitude of the person is also going to drive the aptitude. So I can say so. Without the attitude, even aptitude will not put him in the right way. Thank you.
Yeah. So I will always go with attitude only, because there are several things at Amar Raja. So we both from Amar Raja. So we have attitude and leader behaviors in itself in our training program. And whatever the training programs we customize, we do it through our attitude and leader behavior, and that is the part of FPMS. Okay, so for Amar Raja, it is not about how better you are doing and how much you have a good aptitude. It is like how better person you are, right? So over a period of the career, so that attitude is required, okay, and that's what Amar Raja is developing. Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Thank you.
I would also say attitude, because without the right attitude, there is nothing you can do. Absolutely,
Okay.
I would agree with you.
Okay, if this table also okay with attitude, attitude. Anybody should challenge, yaar. कोई तो challenge करो. I will come, Ram. Yes.
Right. So, aptitude and attitude, very good topic in fact. I would say that it depends on the role where the person is playing. For example, if I'm talking about the software engineer, then I think we will look out for the aptitude more, because it is more important. If you are looking out for a leader, right, for them the attitude is very important, because attitude plays a major role in the leadership forum, because he is a person who inspires, motivates, right, innovate, right, working together, emotional intelligence, all those comes under the picture. Now when I'm talking about the aptitude again, because now we are in the era of AI, right, where the era is completely evolving. Gone those days where were we completely dependent on someone else to drive the best practices, or someone to help us. Right now you don't need that. Why? Because people are very good at the aptitude skills right now. Because AI has a skill, they need the aptitude skills, because there is a lot of data that is coming. There are a lot of math that has to be involved into it. So I would say that it plays a major role if someone is into the AI. If you really wanted to get that into bridge into our passion or ingredient has ongoing work, then I would say that aptitude is majorly role plays in the AI era. But if you are if you are a leader, then I would say that choose attitude first, then aptitude. So, thanks.
Depend is very danger word, you know. Okay, you are different viewpoint. Okay, yes.
Yes. So, rather than comparing attitude versus aptitude, it's more of controlling on your, emotional quotient and intelligent quotient. Because these days, right, I'll give you an example. One intern in our office, he said that today I've made rice. I said, yeah, there's nothing celebratory. But then I just asked him, do you love cooking? No, I just searched it from ChatGPT. And he showed me a prompt where he has captured the vessel that he's using for cooking. And he has uploaded and he has asked that how many cups of water should I use for this vessel? And AI has given the exact answer. So these days, right, if you even have a fight with your friend and you ask AI, it gives you how to resolve also. But it, depends on you, how much control you have on your emotional quotient and intelligent quotient. So it's more than, aptitude or attitude. It's more your control on yourself in the era of AI, where everything is driven by AI, not anymore by humans.
Okay,
so yeah.
Different viewpoint. Okay, Ashish, how much time? Ashish is in the room. Since last 15 minutes you are saying time is over. No, Ashish. Where is Ashish? Can you please call him? Okay. 5 minutes? Okay, so let me call 3-4 leaders. Karuna? Karuna, come here, please. Devi, come. Emmanuel, Hirendra, or kone? It is not like seniority.
No, there is a separate.
ऐसे ही मैं थोड़ा मजा लेने के लिए बुला रहा हूँ यार. हाँ? Yes. Okay, so right now you know what is going on. There are 6 to 8 countries. Yeah, countries having a fight with each other. War is going on, and we are luckily in a good shape. Yeah, I mean in terms of economy, powerhouse, people getting a job, people getting increment. Yeah, so we are actually in good position.
Yes.
And those country leaders, they have a difficult job.
Yes.
When India-Pakistan war was going on, there were so many leadership quality came, people.
Yes.
And second example I can give of the leadership is IPL. Everybody like IPL match? If you notice, every second match or every match was scoring more than 200.
Yes.
More than 200 runs. So whosoever is the leader, whosoever is the player, has to be a leader that boss, now my role is different. So disruption is taking place. I'm just giving 2 examples. Worldwide there is a huge disruption, and the same thing is happening in a company.
Yes.
So how do we define that what is the role of the leader in today's situation? There is a crisis, there is emergency, uncertainty, people are losing a job also. You are part of the MNC's ecosystem. You know what's happening suddenly in a day.
I want to answer, right?
You want to answer?
Yes.
But just limit to 2-3 minutes, everybody. Yeah? I got a green signal.
Yeah.
Huh?
Thank you so much. I think Ashish, one thing I think a leader has to have is that empathy and compassion. I think right now, because of AI world, in the robotic world, in the automation world, I think everyone losing out of the empathy and compassion and kindness. I think every leader has to be empathetic and compassionate. That's number 1. And number 2 is going to be agility is very, very important. Extreme agility, not simple agility. Extreme agility to adapt to any kind of situations. That is the second one. And the most important one is that you have to be like amoeba. If you are put in the bucket, you have to become a bucket. If you put in a basket, you have to become a basket. If you put on the wall, you have to become a wall. I think adaptability is very, very key for a leader. Those are the 3 areas I wanted to call out right now.
So, should I allow you to? Sorry, because I think my answer is going to be a little disruptive. Honestly speaking, I don't think in today's world, whether it's an IPL match, if you are a bowler or a batsman, whatever it is, either it's a corporate world, either you are the lowest rung of the pyramid. As he said, agility. Everybody needs to be agile and be a leader. They don't need to wait for a signal from the pavilion or from the CEO's office. You need to look at the situation and adapt and then perform. So it's on everybody. The leadership hat is to be worn by everybody. Nobody should be left out, otherwise we will be outside the boundary line.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Great question as always by Ashish. So let's first understand who a leader is. What does leadership has different connotations, right? For me, leader is someone who can lead the way, who can show the way, and who can be with you when nobody is around you, right? जो कमजोरी को ताकत में तब्दील करता है, राह की बाधा को सफलता का सीढ़ी बनाता है और हार को जीत में तब्दील करता है. That's what leader definition is all about. And for a leader to be a leader, what you require is trust. You can't be a leader if I don't trust you, right? And the definition of trust is, in simple words, layman's language is, जो पत्थर चोट खाकर टूट जाता है वो कंकर बन जाता है. जो पत्थर चोट खाकर टूट जाता है वो कंकर बन जाता है. जो पत्थर चोट खाकर सह जाता है वो शंकर बन जाता है. Right? That's why we worship a stone as Lord Shiva, thinking that the trust that we have on the stone, right? So leadership includes, first thing is trust. If trust is not there, none of the traits will work out.
Okay.
Third, last point. for a leader to ensure that in the scenarios that you gave, it can be today a war, it can be a cricket match, it can be a competition, it can be chaos, it can be conflict. I'm thinking of a 4P. The way we have 4 Ps in marketing, I'll talk about leadership in 4P. First P is going to be the plan. Does the leader have a plan? Second thing is preparedness. How prepared are we? Third is going to be on the process. And the last one, which is the last one in order, but actually the most important one, is the purpose. Does the leader have the purpose? If purpose is there, everything can be done. And finally, a beautiful point told by my friend is adaptability, right? Let me tell you a short story on that. So there's a COVID time, and this is something I came across from one of my friend, where this person used to sell eggs and vegetables. And suddenly he calls his owner one day saying that, sir, would you like to buy eggs and vegetables? The owner tells him, no, your core skill is cleaning my car. You are a car cleaner. How come eggs and vegetables? He answers, marks his answer, sir, my core skill is adaptability. If I'm adaptable, I can sell anything, anywhere. Right, thank you so much. God bless.
Okay, so while they were speaking, I was trying to figure out what could be the best thing. What we are doing currently, as I said in the beginning, right, I work for this IT company called EPAM Systems. Last 4-5 years, we onboarded 7,000 people. And again, the reason is geopolitical situation in Russia, Ukraine, and Belarus. And this year, again, we are adding 3,000 plus people. So what we have done and what I have done in my unit, right now I moved into a different role. Till December, I was handling for India and APAC. So the situational leadership is something needs to be triggered. That's what I believe that today, the disruptions, right? All these years, I would say like before COVID or after COVID, India was very stable country in terms of everything. But what happened last month, previous month with our enemy and the neighbor, it has changed the thought process. Oh, we also have to be ready for anything happens even in India. So situational leadership triggers in because all these things are not planned. Even what if something happens tomorrow, right? Yeah. The second is decision making. How quick you are, of course, whatever my friends mentioned, right? On top of it, how quick you are making the decisions and how quick you are communicating to your associates. These are very fundamentals on the decision making and communication and how well you are connected with your team. When we had, right now we are all in a hybrid mode. We are 13,000, close to 13,000. We are adding more people. People were spread across, even in Jammu and North India, very close to border. We have to take very quick decision and we told them, hey guys, relax. Don't think about your work. Ensure that you are safe. So that decisions we have taken within hours and the communication was there. So looking at the disruption, I don't think everyone can have a foolproof solution, but your BCP needs to be in place and ensure that your team is prepared well, as Devi said, right? Be prepared. So these are few points I can add on top of what my colleague said. Thank you.
Thank you all four leader and everybody in the room. As I said, you are all a speaker. You are all leader also. Okay, and we are going to have a very amazing workshop. You know, you will get to know the workshop is related to the leadership. And some of the point you already touch upon, but you will get to know more about on this. Okay, sorry if I didn't do the justice with the round table because of the structure and because of the size but yes, this was opportunity to meet you before the actual evening start. Where is our Symbiosis team? Okay, Ashish. So vote of thanks to HR community and then next step.
I'll just make the agenda clear.
Yes,
so,
yes.
Thanks for joining in today for this session. So this should ideally have been a 2-hour discussion, but then okay, this was just planned at the last minute. We'll have 10 minutes break for tea, coffee, and we'll meet exactly around 7 or 7:05. We have a workshop by Dale Carnegie on executive presence and growth mindset, which will get over by 8 p.m. From 8 to 8:20, we'll have a small award ceremony wherein we are felicitating some of our alumni achievers. And a few more agenda till 8:30, and 8:30 onwards, we'll have this dinner and rest of the things. So I look forward to the further program with all of you. Okay. So we'll meet in the same hall in next 10 minutes.
Excuse me. So we'll have a short picture for all the leaders and alumni.
So we just
Group
join
photo, you
group photo. For press releases, we just need to have a picture together. So please join here. We'll have a picture now.
Where we can take the photo?
In front of the.
Can we have this way?
Yes, yes. Why not? Yeah. ABCD. ABCD.
Think that this is going to be about slideshows. This is going to be about a lot of things that you already know. What can Symbiosis alumni possibly take away from here? So don't be tempted to think of that slide and everything. Right now, let's just start with something which we call the post-tea warm-up. Ready for it? Ready for it? Very well. For the post-tea warm-up, it's very simple. Think of your leadership style and think of a movie title or a book title that reflects your leadership style. Better if you can think of a movie title. Think of your leadership styles and think of a movie title and share it at your tables. And I'd definitely be moving around up and down the aisle, taking a couple of gold from you all. Let's start. Your leadership style reflected in the name of a movie title. Well, I can hear someone yell at me and give me a name that is so much my favorite. We'll hold that. We heard Rockstar. So Rockstar is taken, people. You can't take Rockstar. First dibs done. Rockstar taken. If you see me trip, by the way, it's not because of anything else, but there's quite a couple of cables and stuff and all that. So can we give a big round for Rockstar and Chak De India? Chak De India, right. Fighter, is that the Mark Wahlberg film? Hindi movie, and here. Singham, we heard Singham. So big rounds, big rounds. It can be a book name, yes? Ikigai. Well, someone's gone Japanese, right? But again, global. Ikigai. What else? We hear Jojita Vaisikandar. Well, this man takes no prisoners, right? Victory at any cost. Very well, Jojita Vaisikandar. There's something. Yes? G Lozara and right, G Lazara, I think. G Lazara? Absolutely. Right now, G Lazara. Why can't leaders thoda sa Gile types? Right? All right. What else?
KGF.
Wonderful. Explosion, mines, right? The big trade on mines. And to talk about that, if the Kolar goldfields are opening up again, there will be another KGF. So thank you. Something here. Lagan, and we heard again.
The Dark Knight.
Amazing. Nolan coming. The Dark Knight. Very well.
In pursuit of happiness. Pursuit of happiness, because we should never give up whatever happens in life.
Pursuit of happiness.
Special 26.
All right, Special 26. Did that movie have a great ending? According to you, it did. Lovely. Special 26. And I'm coming to the tables right down here. All right. Yes. Pushpa. Did anyone think of this but didn't say it out aloud? That's exactly what I'm thinking. There are people who might have thought about it but not spoken out aloud.
Mission Impossible.
Very well. The recent one? Wonderful. Mission Impossible. Thank you. Anything from this table?
Dark Knight Rises. Dark Knight Rises.
Well, we have got a lot of Batman fans. Dark Knight Rises.
Inception.
My God, if Nolan was here, he'd be really, really happy. Right? 3 films from the Nolan series. Thank you, everyone. There is one more. I have time for 2-3 more, and I'd keep going back while I take some.
Super 30.
Super 30. That was the one we heard.
तारे ज़मीन पर.
तारे ज़मीन पर. We heard that.
जिंदगी ना मिलेगी दोबारा.
And you have given us Well, why can't we give a big round of applause to this man? He does look like Jeff Goldblum today. Can you not agree? Right? So, I mean, when you're socializing outside, people would like to take a look at you. Right? Anybody else? Yeah.
MS Dhoni, The Untold Story.
Very well. The Untold Story. One more.
The Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of Happiness. We heard that once before as well. And okay, there's Top Gun coming up. There's Top Gun Maverick. I was waiting for Sholay. Sholay has come up here. And final one. How to Train a Dragon. Wow. Rocky. How to Train a Dragon. Is that an animation film, by the way? Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Amazing choices. I'm going to break something today. Anyone from insurance today? Anyone from insurance today? Anyway, team, give yourselves a big round of applause, first of all. I can see how well all of you put your creative hats today, thought about it, and I wish this session was for a bit longer than 1 o'clock, 1 hour, sorry, because if I had to go deeper into why you said what you said, the names of the films that came up, and why you identify with that as your leadership style, I am sure it could take us not just one evening, but many such evenings, right? And your leadership style over the years, you would also believe has evolved. Now, there is one table that I have not gone to, not because of any other reason, but just because they were sitting by the side. So with your permission, in about 2 minutes, I'd go back to these tables also and hear some of their responses also. Anything?
Raid.
Part 1, Part 2.
Part 2.
All right, what's your name?
Ahmed Faraz.
Ahmed goes with Raid. Raid, yes, Raid, where the ceilings fly open. And what falls, unfortunately, wouldn't fall here, I hope. Right? All right. And did we hear from this table as well? Yeah.
Shah Rukh Khan, Jawan.
Very well. Jawan. So we definitely going to have a great evening, because when there are so many leaders sitting in the room with such diverse styles that are reflected in the film names that you just took, I'm sure there's possibly nothing that we can cover, or there's possibly nothing new that we can tell you about leadership as such. But we can definitely take a good look at who we are, who you are, not just today in the evening here, but also what are some of the things that we commonly feel, but maybe in a conclave like this, in a great setting like this, we can maybe take a good look at, we can take stock of where we are going, how in our leadership positions we are kind of bracing for the next couple of changes that are going to come over, whether you like it or not. On that note, welcome everybody once again. My name is Devdeep B. Acharya. That is how you'll find me on LinkedIn. And you'll also see a badge which says open to work. I'm not kidding you. That's because I believe that LinkedIn should have, if it's a business idea, and if someone's from LinkedIn, please take a note. I believe LinkedIn should not have just two options, which is open to work, and there's another one, hiring. LinkedIn should have a third option, which is open to collaborate. Open to collaborate. Why I say this is because in my 22 years of being a facilitator, organizational culture, trainer, coach, and developmental consultant, I have often felt that sometimes we look at ourselves quite binarily. You know, either I'm hiring or I'm looking for a job. But I wish I had open to collaborate, and that would be my badge, right? So that's one. And as for Dale Carnegie, many of you may have been a part of the Dale Carnegie fraternity already. Or if not, you may have heard about Dale Carnegie somewhere. It all started in the year 1914, right? And 1936 was a massive landmark year when we got our first book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, right? And How to Win Friends and Influence People is probably there on the book racks or bookshelves of many of you. It is almost passing down like that famous teakwood furniture. It is passing down like a great medal from, our grandparents, etc. and etc. So Dale Carnegie, the name, obviously in India we have been here for about 20 odd years. And Dale Carnegie is really, really a proud, I would say, vanguard of what it means to be at the center of leadership. Why do we say that? Is because Dale Carnegie many, many years ago saw what many people, including Sam Altman, has seen today. 127 million, what does that figure tell you? What could that figure be, 127 million? A little louder. All right, number of lives impacted. Anything else? In the context of Sam Altman's journey, which is OpenAI's journey, do you know that an engineer at Sam Altman's firm, OpenAI, was paid or was offered 127 million USD by one of their competitors? And I wouldn't take the name, but today, Altman has, not today, just about a week ago, Altman famously said, I have a crisis here because my best minds, my geniuses are all now getting or are on the way of getting poached. Does that sound familiar to you all? Your crisis also, your challenges also, right? Now, what's to say that this person will not go away from OpenAI? Nothing guarantees that, right? How many people who think, oh, there is a guarantee that he'll still, stay back, stick around? How many people for that? Unless there is a contractual obligation, and the contractual obligations could be a matter of a different discussion. But the question is Sam Altman, a person who represents the face of modern innovation, can feel like that? Think of you and me. Think of leaders like us. Are we not feeling the same kind of crunch? Are we not feeling things could be taken away from us, our best minds, our geniuses, right? On that note, today's 1 hour, of which we have almost spent a good 15 minutes in a quality way. How many of you think we have had some quality in the last couple of minutes? Yeah? All right. Okay, still wait. I mean, these were the starters. So just in case you're wondering, very simple. Look at this. Look at your own lives. Look at your leadership journey. Look at how you're evolving. Look at these 3 words here. Sam Altman has absolutely no guarantees that his brightest engineers might one day go to a competitor. Right? What's the damage, you might ask? Is there a damage? Is there a damage? Yes, there will be a damage. And the damage is, these are not just the brightest minds. They have got the next 20 years of vision on their back pockets. You take a person of that caliber away, you take 20 years of vision from another organization. Maybe deep words, maybe heavy words, but those could be true, right? And which is why we come to this famous person. Heard about him? What do you think this person represented? This person represented? Absolutely, philosophy, a way of thinking that may come to us easily, but we don't implement it that easily, right? Now, back in Google, the year was 2012, there was a project that was started. Quite, I would say, secretively though. Like many things happening at Google even today. Sorry? Google Wave, yes, and this one was the Aristotle project. The Aristotle project was a breakthrough in the sense that it kind of challenged a couple of things that we know about leadership. One, people who come at fat paychecks hire the best people and they would build your organization. That, I wouldn't say is a complete myth, but the Aristotle project threw light on and highlighted something else also. It said more than the who of the teams, it was the how that was important. How team members interacted with each other. I will not go on and on about Aristotle project because that is a part of public domain, that is a part of your study, case studies, some things that you practice so well in your organizations also. But yes, the finding of Aristotle project was startling because it said you might have the best people in your organization, but if you're not keeping them engaged in a psychologically safe place, psychological safety was the pinnacle of the pyramid that came up in Aristotle project. And it said that if your people are saying simple things like, you know what, when we are problem solving or brainstorming, our colleagues are interrupting constantly. And that interruption is reinforced by our leadership. This is something that came out as a verbatim in Aristotle project. Therefore, the one big finding was it was equality of taking turns in a conversation, and I would highlight that. Equality of taking turns in a conversation that came up in Aristotle project. For example, if at your table, 10 of you are discussing something, and if one person's constantly interrupting, and there's a leader who oversees that and does nothing about it, what does that say about the organization's engagement? That is what it said, that people were not only talking about bigger ideas, motherhood statements like, oh, we need equal pay and equal compensation, pay parity, etc. Not just that. But can I say something that I feel about at a table without being interrupted? Because that shows what? That shows somewhere inequality, inequity. Right? And if Google could have that, you're asking, oh my God, Google, everybody should be the smartest people. Why should they find it difficult to put their voice on the table? Right or wrong? Right? So if Aristotle project showed us anything which was a global success, it's not just something that started from across the Atlantic, but it was a global success because the Aristotle project also showed us a different way of handling teams, of getting the performance. Right? And therefore, the Aristotle project became a landmark, a breakthrough that all of you in your own capacities, in some form or shape, are still following. Now the question is it always easy? Is it always easy? Right? When you're at an Operation Sindoor and somebody from a platoon says, "Mujhe lagta hai dai taraf goli chalani chahiye." Right? When you know everything's pointing to the left, what do you say? How do you engage with that voice on the table and say, Aristotle project ne mujhe bola tha? Equality of voices at every table. So the question is, these research subjects, these concepts are all great, but are they implementable, executable? How easily can we execute them? And that is where I'm again going back to Dale Carnegie. Dale Carnegie said, it may be possible for you to build great teams by throwing some amount of your own emotions into the picture. Let me talk about a person that you may have heard about. The name is Henry Stimson. How many of you have heard about Henry Stimson? Back in the Second World War, Henry Stimson was the Secretary for Defense, and he was sitting at a table like yours, like yours, like yours, like yours, where they were drafting plans of which cities to bomb in Japan. Good job, bad job. Drafting which cities to bomb. God forbid, may you never have to see the day like that. But when Henry Stimson was sitting there and the name of Kyoto, a Japanese place, came up, what did Henry Stimson say? Can we keep Kyoto out of the picture? And many from the inside circles say there was a reason. It has definitely not been corroborated. But one of the reasons was he had had his honeymoon in Kyoto. He had his honeymoon or one of those trips back in Kyoto, and he found Kyoto to be a mesmerizing place. So if you're ever planning a honeymoon, not ever, not ever, all right. So with that, the question is, Kyoto was spared, not the other two cities that we famously know about. Even in a position where there are leaders making decisions based on strategy, data, etc., is it possible that leaders can also work from a place of safe emotions? I'm not saying unsafe emotions. Is it possible? Is it possible? Therefore, one of the things that we would do today is a quick activity, which is building on our business storytelling. And when we say business storytelling, a part of a storytelling, a storyteller that is genuine, How many of you hear a lot of stories today? TED, movies, books, right? But is that your story? Is that your story? And when it is not your story, what is the, I would say, flip side of that not being your story? Let's say you're sitting with your team. You have a great story, but it is not your story. What could be some of the flip sides of that in building emotions? All right, trust is a word that's coming up. What else? All right, and when you say not practical, is it also possible that since it is not your story, it lacks connect? Right? Absolutely. So if Stimson went back to his secretary and said the same story, there would be a more, I think, there would be a deeper connect than me saying it. So Dale Carnegie many years ago had said that in some of the places where business storytelling works, it works because business storytelling has a very specific structure, a logic. It is not all emotions. Would you all want to today, for a little bit, practice a little bit of that at your tables? Will that be a good idea? Right? Absolutely. So I see the tables are chock-a-block. Like I have probably in a very long time not seen tables filled up to the racks like this. It's amazing to see these tables. And at these tables, we will practice our magic formula. It's a very simple way that I would demonstrate to you first, with your permission, of course. And once I've demonstrated it, at your tables, you would set down your pens, your notepads, and you would maybe draft a little story. If you don't remember the details of it, you will also try and go through the outline, the details, and then share some stories with each other. Is that okay? Is that good? Good? Right? People have stories over dinner and lunch. We'd have stories here at your tables. All right. Give me a second. Mr. Dale Carnegie, just for those who possibly haven't put the face to the name. This is the structure. For the seats right behind, shall I prompt you the structure? Will that be a good idea? Right? So, the structure is a personal incident. A personal incident. The second in the order is connected or desired action. First is a personal incident. Second is a desired action. And third, hey, great eyesight here. Of course, this man just gave me something that I don't have, right? The gift of eyesight. Business benefit is the third. Yes, you're right. Business benefit. Okay. In terms of time, you can make a note. This is a 2-minute story, not more than 2 minutes. Time is precious. In this 2-minute story, the personal incident will take 90% of your time. So out of 120 minutes, let's say a good 120 seconds, a good 90 seconds or so. A personal incident. The connected or desired action is as a result of the story. What is the action you want your team members to take? Right? What is the action? And please be very specific about the action. And the third and the most important is what will be the benefit for those people who are your stakeholders or to who you are narrating the story. What will be the benefit? Try to specify that. So 90% of the time on the story or the incident, 5% of the time on your desired action, and 5% of the time on business benefit. Short and simple. Possible? Possible? Some of you might be saying we don't need a demo. We are good to, get down to pen and paper. Yes? Yeah? But how many of you feel you still need a demo? Huh? Show of hands, demo? Okay. Let's do this a little differently. Let us first get you wear your creative hats, right? Let me not set any, a precedent or anything of that sort. Why do that? Today, while you do that, start with your pen and paper, start thinking about a personal incident that can connect to a business action and a benefit. Start doing that, and while you're at it, I will maybe just demonstrate something. Is that a good idea? And why are you doing this? Are you doing this to take it home? No, you're doing this obviously because you are sharing with people that you probably have met after a very long time. There are people sitting at your tables who you have met after a very long time, and what is a better way to connect than a personal incident, right? So why don't you start with that? And in case you need a demo in about 2 minutes or 3 minutes while you're down making your notes, I'll share a demo with you. All right? Perfect. So we'll keep the clock ticking here because I know I cannot come between the snacks and you, right? Or else I've already heard of a couple of people who have been booed earlier. Oh no, that's just a joke. But yes, let's start with the story. Let's start with you drafting some of it. Remember 2 minutes? क्या हो गया? हाँ, ये जुरासिक पार्क वाली स्टोरी मत सुनाइएगा, अपनी स्टोरी, गोवा का, ठीक है. I think there will be a lot of people starting to think of Goa first. Yes, you have a question now? Yes, please. Yes, sure. Yes, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Think about it. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm just struck by, see, generally personal and professional in corporate,
Yeah.
The conference, the events are very minimal sometimes. But end of the day, yes, somewhere at a personal level, we will get our outcomes, desired outcomes. So, is what always.
Personal outcome has somewhere made a change to the way you think about your, for example, work life.
Yeah,
For
definitely.
example, your stability in an organization. Things like
Okay. Or how about to change as a person also, right? Right? Okay.
Absolutely. You believe in the power of that story, that's enough.
Okay. I
Today
have a
you
great
might be
story to
thinking
tell.
of a personal impact,
Okay.
but the next time you think about the story, you might discover that there is a professional impact also that it has.
Oh yeah, definitely. Both are interconnected in a way. Actually, it is not completely we will separate. But I just want to understand whether I am clear or not. Yeah.
Think about storytelling. Think
Sure.
about if there was a message to the story that you could share with people at work also.
Sure.
Yeah, it could be a bonus.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
All good, yeah? All good at these tables?
Can you give demo, please? Yeah.
Let people take the first 5 minutes. All good here at this table? All good here?
No question. Ready with my.
Yes.
Is it a group activity or is it individual? Because we are.
See, your stories are your stories.
Okay.
But maybe we will not have time for everybody to share today, right? But yes, we will have 3 or 4 samples, right? But individual. Which is why we kept it to 2 minutes. Even if everybody shares.
Any questions, sir? No questions.
Any questions?
We just wanted to know, like, the personal incident with connecting with the desired action. A small confusion there, because business benefit we can come out of it. We'll bring out the business benefit.
Yeah.
But these two, how to?
Sure. So let's say something in your life that made you look at decision making differently or team engagement differently, right? But if that incident, and it doesn't necessarily have to come from a personal space, it can be your work-life incident also.
Okay.
Right? But since the emotions were real, they were your own emotions.
Yes.
Right? And while you were going through it, there were maybe challenges. There was, so if you could possibly, yes, there was a question there.
Thing is that, no, see, I do have personal incident. Interesting poetry, writing poetry. Okay, I like to share some poetic feeling. Okay, and I wrote some of the stories and how it will help to business benefit. We have done
Sure.
Not clubbing together.
I'll help you. Maybe just explore this. If that poetry writing
Yes.
some passion.
Yes, passion.
Did not involve for a very long time, for
Ye-
whatever reason.
yes, yes, sir.
Then you suddenly got a mentor or a person who encouraged you to do that.
Yes, yes, yes.
And then you started this journey of poetry writing.
Yes, yes.
You went further and you wrote a couple of good pieces. And people started maybe noticing or reading or this and that.
Yes, recognize.
What is the benefit that you can connect it to? What is the desired action? The action is sometimes a mentor can change your own mindset or the hubris or the complacency or the inertia that you get into.
Okay.
Right? A mentor can get into that space and wake it up, shake it up.
Okay.
Right? Prompt you to action.
Okay.
So when you're talking about the story and you're narrating it to people, you can always say how a mentor helped you to get rid of your inertia.
Okay.
And put your pen to paper.
Yes, yes.
Right? Similarly, in the business setting, what are you saying? Let's be mentors. Let's coach. That is the desired action.
Okay. Business is not a money, right? It's a satisfaction.
It is,
Yeah, yes, yes.
Any
firm. Business is any firm.
Mentorship. I started to look at the story and I turned it into a mentorship story.
Mentorship, sorry.
Right? I
Okay.
did not make it about poetry.
Yes, sir.
I took a different angle and I said, why can't this be a mentorship story?
Okay.
Our businesses also need mentorship. Right?
Yes, sir.
Our teams also need mentorship.
Yes.
So if you can turn it into a mentoring story, you can easily share it with your teams, your colleagues.
Okay.
Right? And I will talk about something else which is coming up. Good that you connected me to that.
Okay,
which is
thank you.
coming up in the final slide.
Thank you.
All right?
Thank you.
Is that helpful? Yeah. All good? All good? All good? All right. You can never be too rich and you can never be too prepared. Right? So you can never be too rich, you can never be too prepared. Trust your instincts and let us now start with the storytelling at your own tables. Right? You can imagine there was a great glass of Glenlivet or something at your table for those who like that during this storytelling. And share some of these powerful incidents from your life. Share it with your tables. Please. Start sharing. All good? Come on. 5 of you. It should ideally take 10 to 15 minutes. But is it structured enough? Okay. Can I ask you a different question? Whose story really shook you? Whose? No, but out of this, if you didn't get to nominate. Yeah? What about you? What do you think? Whose story shook you? All right. Okay. 9 to 5 is an interesting way to look at it. But I'm sure you have a lot of stories. You're just being modest. Right? Whose story shook you? Not decided. Okay. Stories floating about here as well? Was there anything that you feel you are discovering about another person from the story they shared? All right. Very well. You're still thinking of it. You have so many hunting stories. Lovely. All good? You're still sharing? Right. All right. How's it going? Good? Perfect. 1, 2. Yes. 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 Who is? Debt free. And who could that be? Very well. That's who you spoke about. All right. Okay. Team, in the interest of time, what do you say? Shall we start going to each table and get some quick thoughts of what's coming up? In the interest of time. Okay. I have to start. Wait a minute. I know you're popular. We have to start somewhere here. I see some faces which are completely like looking gobsmacked, like you heard something really amazing. Just your thoughts, not the entire story. Just your thoughts from what you say.
I can tell the entire story in thoughts only.
Yeah? Lovely. You can get ahead.
So, namaste all, good evening. So, our story is, as it is said, a horse without the hoop nails can only jump, it can't gallop. A Brahmin without a sacred thread can't qualify to be a priest. So, talking about these 3 points, the first is the personal one. So, basically, whenever we talk about learning, right, I connect always learning with earning. मेहनत कर रहे हैं तो पैसा भी तो आना चाहिए, right? पैसा तभी आएगा जब आप मेहनत करोगे. मेहनत is all about learning, right? So I used to do a lot of certifications, HR certifications, and I used to invest from my end, not being sponsored by anyone, unfortunately. I need to find a sponsor. So, and every time I used to complete the certification, and when I'm not trying to put that into use or execution, I used to forget. And I used to always feel at times, yaar, मैं शायद पैसा बर्बाद कर रहा हूँ. Maybe, I'm not trying to do enough. And I thought we should have something which will always keep us abreast, and it gives us a possibility where we are able to hone up our skills. That will only happen if you have an immediate, connect with what you are learning or what you have learned. Now, coming to the second point, what we do is how can we create a desired action? In fact, I represent an organization which is into healthcare, and couple of months back, we also thought we should do that for our employees, because we also do a lot of training programs, learning interventions. They also keep forgetting, right? So we got into LMS, prepared microbytes, learning. So now where they can, watch it anytime. They can have access to our details of learning even after the classroom program is done. And how does it benefit the organization is improve productivity. We say top line is vanity, bottom line is sanity. So it contributes to the top line and bottom line, right? And it creates a happy environment which helps not only giving a feel-good factor for self, but also my team and overall as the organization. Thank you so much.
Don't you wish that we had some more time? Yes? So I would have time for one more. Of course, there is one table which is looking like they would jump at me if I didn't give them an option. So let's come here.
Hello everyone. Hello. This is Smriti. This is Smriti. Based on my experience, I just drafted a small story in my mind. I want to share with you all. Personal incident. Like we all are aware about Tesla, right? A luxury car. So one time I was going somewhere and I saw a Tesla car was there, and the person who was sitting inside that, he was very free. He don't have to drive that car. That was fully automatic. And the car in which I was sitting, I have to drive, I have to do clutch, brake, accelerator and all. So here the incident was like, it's a AI based generated, the Tesla car, the engine and whatever is inside that. So my connected desire to this action was like, as a leader, when I give an example about Tesla car to my colleagues or my juniors, so we all have to overcome with the fear of AI. So if we learn, if we know just like that how to train a dragon, if we learn AI, ML and all, so it benefit our business, our project, right? The third point, business benefits. It benefit our business, our project, our work. So from that AI point, nowadays all our fear of that AI, ML will overcome our job, right? So with that incident, I just come with this point that to our business, our desired action will be that to overcome with the fear of AI, to learn the AI, to adapt it for the benefit of business, for the benefit of their project. So this personal incident was related to this. Thank you all.
So a Tesla incident. I have time for one more, and I'd definitely be doing disservice to this amazing team today if I didn't come to one of the row, one of the tables right behind. So can we take one from any nominations, any hands, anything? Yes, yes.
I was looking at others if someone wants to volunteer. Okay, then I'll go with it. So I have 3 personal incidents which I wanted to quote here. First one was I was working overnight, I was working for long hours. Then my boss said, that time I used to report to my managing director. And he said, man, why are you working so hard? If tomorrow you are hit by a bus, company will replace you with someone, right? Don't take it so personally and work overnight, stretch your hours, right? And then I was also loaded with work that, hey, do this, and we need to bring this innovation in our performance appraisals, and let's add, I'm talking about this situation is 10 years before, bring compa ratio into the compensation and bring some changes. So then I was wondering, what am I doing here? Why am I working long hours, and why am I taking things so personally? Then I learned from this personal incident that I am being upskilled, I am learning something new, and I've been empowered to control my own time, plan my things better. And this has resulted in my own leadership journey. When I started handling my teams, then I started telling them that, you know, why are you working on Saturday and Sunday? You don't have to work, right? And I started empowering my own team, and this has resulted, like, you know, I'm here in the current company for a very long time. This is one of the reasons, right? I started building my next level, and my teams have started taking up my role, which I never felt that insecurity in my job, that, hey, I'm training these guys, because this is what I learned from my boss. So this is a story what I learned, and I started believing in it and trusting my team and building them to be my next leaders. And today I moved this year to a completely different role, where my team whom I have trained and empowered them to take up the responsibilities, and they are doing amazingly well. So this is the story I can say. Thank you. My name is Emmanuel Gosula.
I believe what we saw in the last 15 to 20 minutes was, yes, the stories do connect. We began with the question, what was your leadership journey? What was the movie title that you could think of that represents your leadership journey? And we also, in a way, conclude with the fact that there will be a lot of you who have such phenomenal stories that come from places of struggle, come from places of resource crunch. Today's generation, many of you are today's generation, and many of you are working with people who are today's generation. If there was a word, today's generation, generation alpha, beta, talk about it. The one thing that you would possibly, many of you who are hitting your late 30s, early 40s, many of you would possibly be thinking, is this a generation that we didn't plan for? Is this a generation that when we need to work with them, we haven't strategized it well enough? But you might be quite taken by surprise if you know that some of their struggles are pretty much the same as ours. Right? That place of shared empathy is important. They also have the same fears going on, just that maybe they express it better on social media sometimes, right? Or they don't. So one of the things that comes up in research time and again, and I find it extremely relevant for today's crowd, especially for those who are having to work with multiple generations and younger generations, right? There is this research that I will put in front of you, and as a concept, not as a whole research. Look at this, and you might want to Google it at some point in time a little later. Just hold your, what do we call it? Right? Just hold your horses at this point. Many of us who are now in our late 30s, early 40s are at an amazing cusp. At the cusp of what we say our fluid memories are now almost going at a plateau. For this, in order for you to understand this, you might want to know what is fluid memory. Fluid memory was your ability to learn multiple things at a breakneck fast speed. And that is something research says peaks at 39. What does it mean? After you reach the age of 39, biologically, some of us feel we cannot work as fast as we used to. We cannot learn as fast as we used to. We cannot process, we cannot compute as fast as we used to. How many of us have felt that? Time for honesty? Late 30s, early 40s? That is when your fluid memory is kind of plateauing. But do you know the brilliant news here? Many youngsters would possibly see you as somebody who takes a little time to take decisions. And they would say, बाद में पूछ लेंगे उनसे, उनको एक बार बोलो तो कितनी बातें करते हैं यार, बहुत ज़्यादा options देते हैं, decide नहीं कर पाते. But do you know something, that this is the start of a brilliant phase of your life, which we call the beginning of crystallized memory. What is crystallized memory? Now, crystallized memory is your understanding of behavior patterns. A 17-year-old, no matter how many breakups they have had, will never understand behavior patterns the way we do, which is late 30s, early 40s. Behavior patterns. Same. Can I give you another great news? First of all, did you say 50 plus and you don't look it? If you were meaning yourself, then you don't look it. Then I have even better news, right? Crystallized memory is your understanding of behavior patterns. Your understanding of what people might often say strategic vision. For example, if somebody comes to you and wants to join swimming and says, hey, you know what? I think I'm getting better at swimming, which is exactly what happened with my nephew. My nephew was swimming every day, and suddenly he went to a pool sometime during his vacation and came out of the pool and said, man, I can swim so much better here. I think I've really learned everything. Now I'm ready to go for what you call the triathlon. And do you know what his father said to him? Just patted him on the back and he said, this pool has higher concentration of chlorine and saline, which means wherever there is higher salt content, your body will find it easier to swim. So don't give yourself an early pat on the back because this pool has higher chlorine and salts. Just like it is at the Dead Sea. I don't know how many of you have, right? Therefore, crystallized intelligence or crystallized memory is the art of being able to do a lot of things much faster when the youngsters would often see you, can't take decisions, can't make choices, let's go somewhere else. What you're developing is your crystallized memory. And which is exactly why whenever you're saying, I'm early 40s, late 30s, heading 50s, all of that, believe that you have crystallized memory. And that is what Jack Ma also said, although in different words. If you remember Alibaba, Jack Ma, right? Not a constant feature these days, but yes. He said, in my 40s to 50s and 50s to 60s, I would like to build, I would like to instruct, I would like to mentor, I would like to coach. Because those are skills that you cannot put in the hands of those who are still working with a fluid memory. Those are skills you would only be more reliable building when you have your crystallized memory. So for those of you, here's a big round of applause. Those of you who think, have I burnt out? Am I not relevant anymore? There's a lot many years ahead of you, and you've got it in you. On that note, warm round of applause for each one of you, firstly. It was a pleasure having this 1 hour with you. Amazing people, I'm sure, stalwarts, visionaries, people leaders in their own right, doing so much that's making the India story actually here, right? And again, congratulations on the Silver Jubilee. And I believe that's 25 years, isn't it? Right? 25 years, amazing. So whenever I see silver in my right? I relate to that. It's not a bad thing to have a little bit of silver, right? And please, please go back home, believe in it, and next time somebody says, you're a fossil, say my crystallized memory is working much better than your fluid memory. Thank you, everybody. My name is Devdeep B. Acharya. Find me on LinkedIn. I would like to connect with each one of you. I represent Dale Carnegie again. And Dale Carnegie, for more information, you have Srinivas here. I would also like to connect with you over if there are any snacks times to socialize. I would like to connect with you, learn a little more about each one of you. Thank you for the stories. I wish we could hear all of those. Brilliant. And over to you, sir.
Thank you so much. So thank you, Devdeep, for all the session, for all the gyan that you gave today. I hope all of you enjoyed it. Just to set the agenda clear, post this, we'll be watching one film that SCDL has prepared. It's a corporate film. SCDL is celebrating Silver Jubilee. So basically it has completed 25 years of existence. We have some of our alumni here whom we are going to felicitate. I mean, some of the alumni achievers. So as part of Silver Jubilee celebrations, they have prepared a film. So initially we'll be screening that 5-minute SCDL film, followed by a small presentation. Obviously, I can't help it. I'll have to present one small SCDL presentation, which I'll try to finish in 5 minutes. Then we have a small award ceremony to felicitate some of our alumni and partners, which will go on for almost 8 to 10 minutes. And we should be winding up by 8:30 mostly. And post 8:30, we are open for networking and dinner outside. We have made the arrangement. So that is just to set the agenda clear. So meanwhile, till they connect this, if you have any questions or anything for Devdeep, if any of you wants to, yeah, please.
Related to SCDL? I mean, if it's a generic, yeah. I just want to know how you are strategic in upcoming years. How you are planning your next career growth, right? When I say career growth, how you are planning, like because when you are entered in industry, like 25 years back, there is no competition at all. But right now, there's a lot of competitions out there, right?
So a question he has asked is related to if SCDL existed 25 years back, the things were completely different that time. How do you plan to evolve with the changing times? So I'll tell you, SCDL existed when there was one distance learning university in India called IGNOU, if you have heard of. And then there was SCDL and there were some others that came up. So in fact, it was in 2003 that we adopted online examination. And there's a lot of step back that we received from government that how can examinations be conducted in online format? Because imagine examinations in online format way back in 2003. But then this is the kind of benchmark that we have set up. So if I talk about online education, yes, we have set up that benchmark. We are the pioneers of online education. So the pedagogy that was adopted almost 25 years back, what it was 15 years back, what it was 5 years back, it involves every year. So initially it was called correspondence because the material and the books were delivered through correspondence. Then it turned into online. So students used to receive e-books and everything. If you see today, the kind of pedagogy that we have adopted is something which many universities will adopt maybe 3 or 4 years down the line. Initially, the focus was more on long duration programs. So the people used to enroll for 2-year, 1.5-year programs. Then it shifted to 1 year, 9-month short duration programs. So today, if you see, more and more students are enrolling for micro learning courses. These are bite-sized courses. So we have one initiative under SCDL called Symbiosis Digital Varsity, wherein we have more than 600 micro learning courses across domains, right from a 3-hour program, a 1-hour program to 60-hour programs across different domains, varying from management to life skills to some of the programs which ISKCON has developed with us. So there's so much variety of courses. So many companies today, I'll tell you frankly, since we work with more than 800 corporate houses in India, this I wanted to share during the HR roundtable conference actually. Many companies have stopped spending on the continuing education of employees and they want to spend more and more on business specific learning requirements. So there was one question that was asked during roundtable that who is responsible for learning? 3 things, learning is entirely employee. extent HR can help them with. And third point, the role of HR in such cases is limited to making the resources available for the employees. So, second point that I wanted to highlight is that L&D teams.
Check.
Likewise, if your other functions, be it marketing, finance, and other functional units, if they don't understand the reason behind the L&D team creating policies and structure, for them you will always be perceived as one of the most unproductive departments. So this is just on the basis of so many projects that we run with L&D teams across India. So for any skill development project, it's just an initiative that can come from L&D team, but then it has to be completely you have to take the business team into confidence. 70% of the work has to be done by the business team, and it's just 30% work that has to be done by L&D teams. That is how the project or any skill development project can succeed. So I think I was answering some other question. I forgot. The question was micro-learning courses. So SCDL is evolving like anything, right from launching micro-learning courses, right from understanding the requirement of students today, when HR has to some extent lost interest in taking care of the higher education or continuing education of their employees and focusing more on leadership development, succession planning. So that is how we are evolving based on the pedagogy that we develop, based on the content that we revive, and based on the variety of courses that we have been launching.
Can I sit or should I stand? No, that's okay. Hello, I'm Jyotsna Palle. I'm from Hyderabad. I'm a pass out of SDCL 2017 to 19. And after my engineering and starting my IT career, I have started my career from 2015 as a IT developer, and I have out of my interest I joined SDCL. So at the beginning, when I was searching for different opportunities I have, way to join, so I checked a few, maybe 4 or 5. So I spoke with every buddy from every college. So everybody is providing this opportunity of distance learning for IT people to come into the leadership roles, but can you guarantee some placement? So Symbiosis, I know it's Symbiosis Pune is famous for MBA. So I asked, so if the curriculum is same, and if you are giving the opportunity of distance learning, why don't you also allow the placement along with who are the passers from directly SDCL Pune? The answer I got is that, so for Symbiosis Pune, if you if you come as a regular student, you will pay some 2-3 lakhs or I don't know, but you know the SDCL distance learning, you are just paying 40K or 50K per year. So it would not be a fair chance for them if you compete with them, because the distance learning people, we hire around 2,000-3,000 people per year, but Symbiosis Pune, the curriculum is only 200 per year. You can't come and compete with them when they are paying more. But this might happen in the next 2-3 years. But the answer was, I have some cousins who asked me the suggestion in the same way, because now they are 3 or 4 years experience from IT, and the answer is still no.
So our question is that SCDL is existing from 25 years. They have so variety of courses. If their content, curriculum, everything is so fine, why aren't they going way beyond and helping the students for placements for these distance learning programs? So 2 answers to it. Number 1, SCDL doesn't take much of enrollments in retail. So most of our enrollments come from corporate houses, PSUs, and defense. When we talk about corporate, so we have some of our corporate partners here from where we get the students. the first condition for any corporate is that make sure that our students are not placed somewhere. That is the first condition from any corporate. Second, likewise for other departments, be it PSUs or banks and all. So that's the first clause in any agreement, that we have to make sure that we don't offer any placement service to them. Second, in any distance learning, let's be very fair. We can only offer placement assistance. We can't offer placement assurity. We are not in the business of marketing ourselves. What we do is we groom the students and make them employable through n number of initiatives, whether it is career relaunch program that we have created for women who have taken a break in their career, whether it is for freshers through some grooming activities that we do. So there's a lot that we do as part of employability to make them industry ready. We also help them with placements, which is called placement assistance, that since we are connected with over 1,500 companies and so many other companies who keep on sending their requirements, we shortlist the right CVs and we share with the company. Then it's between the company and the students. But saying that we'll assure you placement, we'll guarantee you placement if you take enrollment with us, we are not in the business of marketing. SCDL will never do it. So if you ask that, will you assure me a placement, we'll say no.
Let me just add to that. One, I'm sure as distance learning, or now more popularly known as online learning, you'll understand that we don't run a conventional campus like a university. All our students are not only all over India, they're across the globe. So we did actually try running a couple of placement drives. But believe me, the number of companies who would come for a placement drive where there are no students, to get students from all across the globe to come to Pune, and to get all the companies from all over to come to Pune, you can imagine we would become Facebook by now. So it's practically not possible. We've still done that locally in Maharashtra. So now we are moving on to the other level. We realize that we cannot do this physically like other universities do a proper campus drive where the end of the semester, there is a proper placement cell, there is a proper team who talks to companies, students come sit in a hall and the works. Being all over the world, it's not possible to do that even virtually, because companies won't come if they have at least 20 candidates for one position. Let's be frank. And candidates will not apply unless they have a matching job with at least a couple of more companies. So the whole thing goes topsy-turvy. So now what we are doing is we are tying up with an AI-powered tech platform, and we are already started a pilot project wherein we are going to try and give this opportunity to all our students, only our students. From this learning portal, we'll try and make jobs available to them which are curated to their needs. And these jobs would be, you can go to Naukri, you can go to Indeed, Shine and all those platforms and still do it. But here we are trying to aggregate all that and give it to our students as they want it. What more do you want than placement assistance in that? But like Ashish, my colleague, said, we can try and give you an opportunity. We can't promise you that you will get that job. So SCDL is still doing that one level up. Okay, I hope that's answered. We move on to the next item. We'll catch up at dinner.
Yes. I think one input from sir, and I'll start with the presentation then.
Ashish, I would, not you, boss, not you, Chota Ashish. See, I would really appreciate one fine example with my personal life only. When this thing started, right, the defense organization was the first customer to you in a larger rate, if you see your history. I believe because the defense officers and all, they were given the training on your studies. That time the virtuals, means virtual coachings were not there. At that time you used to get books. You have to fulfill, you have to write the notes, you have to submit, then that curriculum would come to our ACRs and all. Slowly, gradually, you had an importance, then the IGNOU came around. We understand that one. Really hats off for this thing again, whatever the streamlining things you have made it. I was going through it, really appreciate it. And only one problem is here, see in our Indian culture, a MBA guy is coming, right? Whether it is a full-time or part-time. Full-time gets a first value than the part-timer. So that also we had many criticism with the government entities when we used to fight for that.
That arena you have to work out somewhere, then you will get a good students over. And especially now onto the IT industries, what I am talking about, I was going through this voucher, right? Bring out some IT skills in a short-term courses. That will also help the IT organizations to come up with your students' skill sets. Thank you.
Thank you for the input, sir. Just to stick to the schedule, I'll skip the film as of now. I'll just directly move to the presentation for 5 minutes. कर दे पहले presentation कर दे. film चला देते हैं. ये 7 9. Okay, let's watch the film.
served for 20 years in the army, and after that, for last 15 years, I have been in leadership position in two of the three topmost IT companies of India. I did a PGD HRM course while I was in the army, and the course has really opened my eyes. It has given me an insight into various aspects of human resource development and management. So it was a vast array of knowledge that was given to me by SCDL, and I'm thankful for that. This not only helped me in me commanding my troops while I was in the army, but more so in the corporate field, where I had to look into the team dynamics. I had to look into various aspects of HR, of my team members.
Hi everyone, I am Sonali Pandit. I am a housewife. I was doing job before marriage, but after marriage, because of my husband's job, we have to move abroad. After a few years, when my children were settled, I thought of doing a distance online courses in counseling from SCDL. Then I came across this PGDM course in school counseling. After successfully completing this course, PGDM from SCDL, I have joined a school as a student counselor. This has changed my life as I am able to fulfill my dreams, and I am very happy after completing this PGDM from SCDL.
Hi, my name is Nitin Jagdale. I carry around 2.5 decades of experience when it comes to recruitment. Started my career in 2000 when first time I uh, encountered a resource who were passed out in SCDL, found to be really interesting and good in their technical skills, and started encountering people who were primarily getting passed out from Symbiosis Center for Distance Learning. It was actually amazing to see my journey of assessment and along with Symbiosis Center for Distance Learning, wherein they have transformed the skills of individuals, not only on the support side or HR administration side, but on the technical side as well. I was actually very happy to see that these people have not only outperformed in their professional career, but today they have been actually sitting into the topmost level of big organizations.
Education must evolve with industry demands. That's why SCDL's over 100 plus collaborations ensure our courses stay practical and impactful worldwide.
So just 5 to 6 minutes on what does our department, our vertical do in particular. This is actually a 1 hour long presentation. I'll just finish it in 5 6 minutes to just give you the highlights. And I am helpless, sorry, I'll have to do it. So Symbiosis, I think all of you know it. We are pioneers of online education. We are pioneers of management education. Started almost 50 years back. We celebrated our golden jubilee a couple of years back. That is when our Prime Minister Modi ji had come for that ceremony. We started with a single institution in Pune. And in fact, we have one of our alumni from 82-83 batch over here, sir. Thank you for coming today. And today we are a group of over 65 institutes spread across India with campuses in Dubai and a few other locations as well. In fact, talking about Symbiosis Open Education Society, we started this concept called Skills University. We were one of the first in India to have set up a Skills University. In fact, the first one to start it in Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh, Indore. So when I say Skills University, it runs with a different concept. So basically, we don't run any conventional programs. It's certain niche programs. We have sectoral schools, and we run only niche programs at these universities. And there's a lot of work that we do in corporate CSR space and skill development area, which are run and driven by these universities. When it comes to online distance education, we have this entity called Symbiosis Center for Distance Learning, whose Silver Jubilee celebration is being held today. It started way back in 1995, initially just to offer distance learning programs to defense professionals exclusively. It wasn't only in 2001 that we opened all these programs for other individuals as well. So today we have more than 75 programs at 2-year level, 1-year level, 6-month, 3-month executive programs across domains, be it management, law, humanities, emerging technologies, IT. So there are programs across domains and offered at different levels. So every year we have not less than 60 to 70,000 students at any point of time we have active on the portal. And yes, any ranking from the last 15, 16 years, you will see SCDL is ranked among top 1 or 2 distance learning institutes in India. We are working with over 600 corporate houses in India and more than 200 corporate houses abroad. So this is just a partial list. Now, if I have to summarize the kind of work, so we come from a department called Corporate Learning Solutions. So be it our Skills University, be it our Center for Distance Learning, be it our Institute of Skill Development, we are the one-point department representing each and every constituent of SOES, wherein we have been working closely with several corporate houses from the last over 2 decades, taking care of their L&D needs. So if I have to summarize the kind of work that we are doing in this space, it will fall under various areas. Area 1, wherein we take care of the higher education or continuing education of corporate employees. So there are more than 70 programs that we offer from Symbiosis Center for Distance Learning. There are another more than 300 micro-learning courses that we offer from our constituent Symbiosis Digital Varsity. So every year there are so many students who enroll for a given program, and these programs range from a micro-learning course of 5-6 hours to even 2 years PGDBA program. The second area is upskilling. So whether it is our work integrated degree programs, whether it is our customized program that we create for our corporate partners. So there are so many courses that we create for our corporate partners. Trainings and leadership programs. So there's a lot of work that we are doing in this space. There is no open house workshop that we do. All the training programs, leadership programs that we run are specifically designed, keeping in mind the specific requirement of a particular corporate. I'll talk more about it in my other slides. And then also through our Skills University, we are running a lot of CSR initiatives which are funded by the corporates and other government bodies, mostly in skill development area. I won't talk about each and every program, but when it comes to continuing education, our flagship programs are Corporate PGDBA and Executive PGDM. So Corporate PGDBA is like an EMBA meant for any graduate. So most of the professionals who enter the corporate workforce go for this EMBA program, which is a 2 years program offered in 10 specializations. And there is this Executive PGDM, which is a 15-month AICT approved fast track EMBA meant for professionals with more than 5 to 7 years of experience. Then apart from this, there are several other executive programs across domains that you can see here, be it business and management, energy and sustainability, IT, emerging tech, analytics, BFSI, media, storytelling, humanities. So there are so many courses. I won't get into the detail of each and every one. There are work integrated degree programs in the manufacturing industry. We have seen there are a lot of diploma holders who used to undergo masters till 2004. Post 2004, as per the rules, they are not eligible to go for masters because they have to complete their graduation before they can go for any master's program. But now, a few years back, the government came out with a notification that these diploma holders can enroll for second year of degree program, BTech program, which obviously would not be online program, but a work integrated degree program. So the only condition is that the company should be within the 75-kilometer radius of the university campus. So these students can complete their curriculum, complete their program through 3 parameters. One is e-learning, second is on-the-job work that they are doing, which is to be certified by their company, and third is for the third component, they have to attend live weekend classes or for a certain period of days every semester. So we are running a lot of work integrated BTech programs, MTech programs, BWOC, BBA programs for a lot of companies. Trainings, I won't get deep into it. All I want to say is that there isn't much open house workshop. There's nothing off the shelf that we have. Each and every training program is specially curated for our partner. There's a whole lot of effort that goes behind designing these programs before we actually deliver them. So we have a unique methodology in place wherein we understand the requirement, do the audience profiling. We have our SMEs, trainers, and academic faculty who are involved in designing and delivering these programs. Right from a simple topic like industrial safety, POSH, a half-day training program, to a 2-day, 3-day training program on a complex topic like digital transformation, developing organizational capability. We take each and every training program very seriously and make sure that these are all outcome-driven. So whether it is at the organization level, business unit level, or the function level, so there are not less than 20-25 trainings that happen every week across India. When we talk about leadership development programs, again, this is something which is our flagship forte. Whether it is for the frontliners or middle leaders or senior leaders, there are so many use cases. I don't want to get into that right now. How we designed a women development program for a particular corporate, how we designed a sales leadership program for another corporate. But believe me, when it comes to leadership program, this is never a 2-day, 3-day program. This is usually a series of learning interventions that we do for companies. So a lot of use cases are given here. I won't bore you with it. And then CSR projects, obviously, if you visit our website, you will see, in fact, we were nominated for UNESCO's Award for Women Education. So there are so many CSR projects that we run for educating women, educating candidates who come from economically weaker sections. And these projects are supported by companies like JP Morgan, Capgemini, Premium Transmission, Skoda Volkswagen. In fact, government organizations are also supporting a lot of such projects. For the last slide, I mean, for any program at SCDL that we offer, since we have a lot of alumni here, there is some scheme that SCDL has come up with. So this last slide, I would request Colonel Vadisar to please.
Thank you all for coming. So as a special offer for the Silver Jubilee, in fact, since the time I joined SCDL, I've been fighting with my management to get something for the alumni. And I'm really glad that now we've been able to get you, because we got a lot of calls from our alumni saying that we've done a course, we want to do another one, but there's nothing special for us. I said, yeah, you're right. So now this is a normal structure for a 2-year program. It costs only 74,000. 74,000 is if you pay in installments. A 1-year program is 52, and a certificate 1 year is 33K. And if you pay the same thing now for this special offer, you get 5,000 off straight away on each. Click the next one. Okay, for this Silver Jubilee occasion, for this month, we have a special offer. Firstly, right now this month, if you take the early bird offer, if you take a program from us on the spot and pay the full fees in a day, you get a 10,000 rupees worth single course, absolutely free, and also another 1,500 that is from us Symbiosis Digital Varsity. What Ashish said, these are short programs, but they are across all domains, from finance, management, tech, design, healthcare, everything. And they range from 500 rupees to 5,000, 6,000. So 1,500 worth of that free. Along with that, a single course free, which is also across everything from tech, management. These are 6-month certification programs. You will get the certificate, and these two you get free if you take the program on the spot. For our alumni, esteemed alumni, we have a special offer this month, that is, in addition to what I showed in the previous slide, 69,000 you pay, you get another 5,000 off on the 2-year program. And that is as a cashback for the 2-year one, and for the 1-year program, you get a 3,000 off. So I'll request the alumni to really consider this, because this would not be then again available, I do not know, at least not in the next couple of months after this batch starts filling in. For all the other existing students and alumni, of course, there's a refer a friend scheme. You refer somebody from your family or some friend, you also get another 3,000 cash back. So that's it on the offers.
Sir, I would request you to be here since we are felicitating some of our alumni. The last part of this event is felicitating some of our alumni and some of our corporate partners. I'm happy to say that we have more than 45 partners based out of Hyderabad only. We couldn't call everyone, and then based on the availability, we have around 4 or 5 partners who have represented their companies today. Starting with the alumni, I would request initially. So, yeah. Use this one. So I would invite our alumni and partners one by one, and we would like to felicitate them. And to begin with, may I invite Mr. Surya N.S. Chawli. Sir, he's our alumni who has undergone a program in PGDIM. He's currently MD at Accenture Global. May I invite Wing Commander Vikas Garg. It's a long walk for you. Wing Commander Vikas Garg. So he has completed his PGDBA program in 2018. Up next, MV Ramakishore, part of IndusInd Bank. Up next, Sai Venkat Ram Reddy. He is Vice President at Bank of America. Up next, Shravanthi Prem Kumar. Okay. We are thankful to Shravanthi. She has been very helpful in conducting a lot of webinars for our existing students. She is founder and CEO at Arya Legal. Mr. Sandeep Damarla, who completed PGDPA way back in 2017, currently working with Wells Fargo as AVP Business Accountability. A round of applause for him. Our alumnus of 2014 batch PGDBA program associated with IBM and very helpful person who is managing the entire event, Mr. Ram Praveen. One of our close partners, Newmark. May I invite the entire team, Mr. Ned, Usha, if you could come up, please. एक ही दिन है. Mr. Nagarajan from CADSYS. Sir, please. Dr. Anand sir, Mr. Rakesh, the entire team from Hetero Drugs. Jay. Wait. Thank you so much for coming today. Today morning only we launched one of the programs with them, which is a program, customized program meant for purchase and procurement team. And I take this opportunity, since we have the entire L&D team here, we would like to just exchange the MOU with you. Apart from this, I would also like to thank a lot of other partners who couldn't be here today, be it K-Fintech, be it Aveva India, be it many other companies. We are really thankful to them. It's because of the corporate partners like them that we have reached the stage where we are today. And I also thank all of you for taking our time and being here today for this function, this small celebration that we had done. Before we move for dinner, I don't know if we have, so thanks to our alumni, the event manager, Mr. Ram, he has arranged for a cake cutting ceremony as part of 25 years of celebration. It mentions hashtag SCDL 25.
I'd like to ask the Excellence Award awardees to be present here, along with the oldest person for Symbiosis and the youngest person of Symbiosis to be here. Please join. It makes the right combination. Excellent award winners, please join on the stage, please. Sir. Central arranger. No. Majida Petra. You both, please. Sir, if you can carry your awards with you, then that would be a colorful photo. No, we have some there. We can just keep for the photo purpose. Please join, sir. Excellence Award winners, please join on this case, please. Knife. 3 cheers to SCDL, hip hip hooray! 3 cheers, you both please. 3 cheers to SCDL, hip hip hooray! 3 cheers to SCDL.
Good evening to all of you once again. I'll not take much of your time. I'll just say a few words. Now I went back to 82, 84. 82 I passed out my BCom. I was a very, very average or below average student. My elder brothers was worried about me. In those days, getting a seat in Usmania University is very, very difficult. MBA only in open category, 12, 15 seats used to be there. I was not that meritorious to get the seat. So my brother saw some advertisement in the paper, Symbiosis Institute in offering postgraduate courses. Then I thought it's a private institute, very easy to get seat. But when I went there, I had to appear for a written examination, group discussion, followed by an interview. Okay? Then fortunately I could get seat, but I didn't get an MBA. I got seat in MPM, Master's Degree in Personal Management. Then when I went and started attending the college, I was very, very weak in English in those days because I studied in Telugu medium up to intermediate. BCom, it's only namesake English medium. Then when I went there, completely different environment. Students from very good colleges. I never used to interact with anyone. One of my professors observed. He said, why are you not talking to all these people? I said, this is my problem. I cannot speak good English. He says, what will happen? They may laugh at me. Then he said, if they laugh, their teeth will come out, nothing will happen to you. Please start talking. Then I started talking. That's why today I'm able to speak. Of course, today also my English is not good, but I'm able to manage. I'm able to interact with my counterparts in Japan, US, UK. So this is the learning, or this is the development I got from Symbiosis. And one more thing I'll tell you, the leadership qualities, how they develop. In those days, now we used to have college from 4:30 to 9, 8:30. I asked, morning, what we have to do? Then he said, you have to go to industry. You are all future, in those days, they used to call personnel officers. You should know how a personnel officer works in a factory. Then I said, who will allow us? It is you have to go and take initiative, form a group, go to industry, and tell them that this is our purpose. So that is how our leadership qualities have developed. So for all these things, I thank Symbiosis Institute of Business Management. Especially I thank Dr. S.B. Muzumdar, who is still active. He is 90 plus, he is still active. Thank you very much to Symbiosis. Thank you.
Okay, we'll end it here. I know everybody is anxious. People have come around 4:30 also here. So on behalf of my Pro-Chancellor, Dr. Swati Majumdar, and of course our founder, Dr. S.B. Majumdar, I extend a very heartfelt thanks to Hyderabad, complete team here, especially our alumni who have come for this occasion. And thank you for sacrificing your Saturday for SCDL today. Thank you everyone, and I request all of you to stay connected with SCDL. There's lots more to come. Like Ashish also mentioned, we have many more new programs, new things coming up in the coming years. So please stay connected. Thank you everyone. Kindly proceed for dinner. It's laid outside. May I request the award winners to kindly come up here with the awards. We have one more award I think left out.
There was one person who was come just some time back.
Okay, kindly wait. Mr. Celestine Leonard, can you please come up here?
I think he didn't report at the reception, so we thought he's not here.
Yeah, thank you. One last announcement. Please, we have a small souvenir for each one of you, so kindly collect that before you leave this building after your dinner. You can contact Jay for that. He is responsible for distributing it. Thank you everyone. Thank you once again. May I request all the awardees to come up here, please?
Awardees, please join for a photograph with your awards. Sorry.
We'll take a selfie, sir, with this first.
ABCD.